Live up, and we're back. Hopefully, I hope we're back. Um, yeah. Sorry about that. My baby has breathing problems sometimes, so I have to go check on him, make sure he's okay. Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's make sure this is working right, and I can hear myself. Okay. Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's make sure this is working right, and I can hear myself. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want it to be that high. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Just making sure. You'll notice there's a little bit of difference to the look. We have frames around things, and we have the start and stop screens and that kind of stuff now, which is cool. We didn't have that before. We do now, courtesy of Streamlabs. So I completely will shine through in the coming weeks. Daniel is still adapting to life, and I hate when they do that because there's no call. I'll be damned. I didn't realize I had a volume in there. I'm finding new things all day to play with. So don't mind me. I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, we've got we're going to try to get through the rest of at least this month today. We'll be here for a while. I'm not going to be sitting around for, like last night, the first day I was here for three and a half hours. And then yesterday I was here for 4.5 hours and didn't get up. Didn't get something to drink. I mean, I had stuff to drink, but I didn't get up out of the chair. And I can't do that because I suffered for the rest of the night afterwards, and I can't do that. That's just not going to be a good thing. So, yeah, I made some changes to the channel points. If you go into the channel points, you will see that there are a couple things you can do different. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I put some new ones in. For, I think 15... No, if you look at it, I don't remember what it was right now off the top of my head. But if you look at it, you'll see there's changes. One of the changes is you get to, if you spend channel points, and if you do send channel points, please let me know that you did because I don't get to see them. I'm not sure how it's going to come up on the new stuff, if it will or not. If it doesn't, please let me know what you did so that I know what to do. I can't see it. It's not going to show up on my main screen that I'm looking at in the camera, so it might show up over here. I don't know. I won't know until it happens. If it does show up and you like, there's you can have me change the current tactic in the game. And what'll happen is if I'm using the first tactic and you do that, somebody does that, it'll change. I have to immediately change it to the next tactic, and we'll do that rotate through. That'll only be in that game. I've added some bit things. For 5,000 bits, you can add your your name, a named player to a random team. It'll be, and it won't be. And when we do those add-ons, what we're going to do is we're going to do them through the youth intake. So it's not really going to make any difference. You can do it now if you want to, but I'll have to write you down and keep your information because it's not going to take effect until we get to March, April. So it's going to be a little while. I'm working on thinking about adding some that you can do immediately. If you do want to do the lowest one on there, you can do it by yourself. You can do it. It will automatically. I will go in using the editor. I will find a random team. We'll choose a random team. It'll be a random team on any team in any of the divisions. We'll put the player's name there, and that's that, the lowest one. The next higher level up, you can add a team. You can add a player to my team, and it won't be, or you can choose the team. That's the choose the team will be the second highest one. You can do that. You can choose whatever team, any team that's available in the leagues that we're in. If you don't have a league on, you can't choose that league because I can't go to that league. I can go to that league, but I will never get to see their stats. And then the highest level one is where you get to, we'll put a player on my team. We will give them a random everything. They will be random. We'll do a random number generator to randomize their the number, the starting, like, okay, so when you're going to see a player and you look at them through the editor, you can see their current ability and their potential ability. We'll have a random generator to do potential ability between 100 and 200. It'll fall wherever it falls, it falls. We will then do one of whatever their current ability is to 100. So let's say you would go into a player and their current ability is a 40. You would get a random number between 40 and 100 to bump them up. So let's say you get one between 100 and 200, and your current ability is like a 42. They're real low. We're gonna move them up, and we're gonna make them great. They're gonna be on my team. I'm gonna keep them on my team as long as I can keep them on my team. And that will be some of the things that we'll be able to do. So you'll get to see your player all the time. You'll get to see what happens to them. They'll play games. You'll see them playing. So it's kind of cool like that. You can actually choose which player of the players you want. It's not going to be where I'm going to go through and show you the before they choose. I'm going to show you the star ratings, and we'll look at their abilities, and we'll go from there. And that's going to be some stuff we're going to do. Those are for bits. Again, yes, I haven't put any of this in there, and I forgot to do that. I'm going to do. We're doing some things different this year, or from now on in this, and something I've never seen done anywhere, but it's going to be something we're going to do. Most of you who've been here before know that I don't beg for subscriptions. I don't beg for bits. I don't beg for, donations and stuff like that. I appreciate everybody that will do that, and I know times are tough. It's hard. You do what you got to do. But if we do get donations, and hopefully it's going to show up on this, because which one is up? It's got to be this one. Yep. Whoops. We will have if a donation comes in from that time until the end of the stream for 100 bits, you can buy a ticket. We're going to do a 50-50 draw. And I only use PayPal. I don't have Cash App. I don't do any of the other ones. So it's got to be PayPal. If you donate into PayPal, I will do a 50-50 split with whoever. There'll be tickets available. If people buy them, they buy them. If they don't, that's going to go away at the end of the day. It's going to happen anytime there's a donation. I would do the bits and stuff, but that stuff's included in your payout, and that don't come till later. I do have a link on my page, on my Twitch page, to my. I do have a merch store. I don't have any of my current merch with. My hat. I don't even know what happened to. My shirt's in the washing machine. It won't be available till later, but I will wear it on stream one of these days because it still looks good. I've had it for almost 2 years and it still looks good. I don't wear it all the time. The lettering on the back is kind of fading out, but it's not where it's like pickable lettering. It's actually screen printed, and it looks really good, and it still looks good. There's a link to that. You can go to my merch store. There will be changes made to the merch store. I've got new stuff I want to put on there that has to do with Football Manager. And I got to make sure going through before I put anything that has FM24 or that on there, I have to contact the people, because I will do something with Sutton Select if I'm allowed, if they'll let me. I'm going to contact them and see if there's anything I can do with that to help boost them up. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of companies out there now that are working with teams that you don't normally see. There's a bunch of different. I don't own a uniform. I don't have a top. I don't have any of those. And surprise shirts to do them. There's Sangala that does like really odd, weird old places that you've probably never heard of, may never have heard of in different leagues around the world. And basically with Sangalo, which is nice about it is, they benefit the teams. They help the teams with income. So it's kind of like what we do when we have merch and people buy from us. We get help from the income. So that's some things we're going to be doing down in the future, and I'm going to get working on that. I just got back at like 3 o'clock with my mom. We had a nice little family dinner this morning, and so it was kind of cool. So tomorrow I will be on in the morning. We're going to be back doing this tomorrow. I'm going to probably work on some stuff offline again to try to improve some things. I will put something on. I'm not sure what, but we'll figure it out, and it'll get to be cool, and it'll be fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get those too every once in a while where you'll have somebody come on and they'll say, hey, guess what? We had we blitzed the record of goals in the match. We scored 8 goals. I think it was 4-4. Yeah, the old one was 5-1. Birmingham University Medics and AFC Somers. And we beat that by 2 goals. It just sucks that it was a 4-4 tie. But yeah, we're gonna. And I got the oldest player, got the youngest player. I'll probably and you get a lot of those real fast, and then as soon as you stop getting them, they're gone. They'll be gone. You won't see them again, and it's just one of those things where your first season usually gets you a lot of stuff that you will see, which is cool and fun and awesome. But then it goes away after a while, and you don't see that stuff anymore. And it is what it is. I don't know enough about I haven't been able to figure out how to make, like, if you'll go and you look, like a lot of these, like I don't have the normal badge that they have. They don't have my normal badge, and the badges on here aren't the normal badges anyway. I downloaded a badge for a badge pack because before this year we didn't have they didn't have like Manchester United, so they had everybody else in the Premier League, but they didn't have Man U's badge. So you didn't see it would be everybody on here, and there'd be no Man U thing. So what I did was somebody created these badges, and they put them on there, and they're not exactly the way they're supposed to be, but they are representative of what they are. The Man City one kind of has the Man City colors in it, but they've done different things to it. And this is the England's thing. But once you get down to a certain level, there will be some in the lower leagues that do have those, but generally they don't. There is a file you can get and you can figure it out. I know how to do it. I just haven't got it to work yet, and I have yet be able to find a good Sutton Select badge. They have like a black. It's like it's got like curves to make like a five-sided ball, like a five-sided figure, like a pentagon, but it's like curved instead of straight. And in the center, they have a lion head with a crown on it. I've looked it up, and usually what I do is I go and look at stuff up, and I get it from I'll go on to Wikipedia and find it, and then I'll look for it in Google, and I'll find their team page, and they'll have it on there. But these guys don't really have that ability on that team page. It doesn't let you click on it and download it. So even if I could get it, it's a neat looking badge, but it's very blurry, and I can't even see what it says, because if I could see what it says, I might be able to find someone to create it for me. If I ever figure out the Bishop Thorpe White Rose one that I've already downloaded and already put in the thing and didn't get it to work, then I will try to figure that out. And if there's anybody that knows those kind of files and can do that, and they come up with one of those, let me know, because I really like to have that stuff. And honestly, there is a lot of teams. Like I said, there are a ton of teams in this game. I didn't get either one of them. McClurg, I wanted you to come play for me, you little prick. But we're just going through games. We're in the first season. It'll be the first month. There's a week in between, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, they're a little more than that. We still got 6 days to the next one. And yes, I have to look like this, and it gets weird because I can't read that from that far away. I usually sit up on top of mine over there when I'm playing mine offline. So, and I already put a dent in my offline game because I've been stuck in December for the last 3 days, and by now I would have been done with the other. I would have had it over and done with, and been going to the fourth season in the next league. But not now. But that's okay, because once I get onto a normal schedule, instead of worrying about doing all this other stuff, I'm going to be doing morning, so I'll be up and get on as soon as I can get up in the morning. The house I told everybody about yesterday. We talked about yesterday. My brother is coming in June, and he wants to be there to do the house over there. We're going to get it. There's some furniture and stuff that needs to go, but I'm not sure it's good enough that we need to get a dumpster. But again, I don't want to keep doing the work twice by loading it in the truck and then bringing it here and then loading it into the dumpster we have here. It would just be easiest to do it. I'm one of those type of people that don't like to do things more than once that I don't have to. No, I don't have a mouse pad. Yes, I'm using a notebook. Oh, you know what? If I turn that over, will it work better? Hey, look at that. It almost does. I just don't have a lot of room. I don't care. Yeah. So, hope everybody's having a good day. It turned out to be a very nice day today. O'Doyle takes charge at AFC Summers. Well, good for O'Doyle. If you play me, O'Doyle, I will whip you and beat you down. 'Cause that's what we're here for. I like my title, The Rise of Sutton Select. And I didn't put it because this is the weird. I'm like I said, I'm using a Stream Elements. What the fudge is that? Hold on a second. I gotta look at this. I don't know what that means. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you lit up with a red ball? I don't know. Everything's working fine, so I don't know why it would do that, but it's doing it. And Medjite, I appreciate the follow from earlier. I like that. I didn't have to load it. It's kind of weird because this is the first time I'm doing this stuff. I have not done. Oh, there's Kylian Mbappe. Woo! So, super stud. I mean, plays for he's playing for. I think he's still in. Oh, that's for his World Cup team. But yeah, there's like the trophies. Some of the trophies appear to be the same. Some of them will look different. I have because normally you get a bunch of generic trophies, but you can download a trophy. I mean, there is so much stuff. You can download a pitch pack that'll let you change the pitch. It will let you change the. There's downloads that you can download the trees that show up in the background, and people do that because it makes it more realistic. You can get different colored pitches. You can get different colored. You can, like I said, you can download kit packs. You can download face packs that will put because when you don't have real players, this is not. I don't think this is a real person. It doesn't look like a real person, so it's a made up person. Same with this person here, Willis, and they will sometimes have those in there, and sometimes they won't. And there's, I could do it, but for now, until I get to the point where I can start improving my situation, because I will have a payout. I thought it was going to be next month, but it won't be next month. It'll be June, because I used to know the schedule when they did the payouts, but I had like $46 in my account that I had amassed before that I just didn't get to reach to the $50 quest mine, so I couldn't do it. I've got like $3 made since I came back, and I got somebody that it's weird because my friend Vonna, she subscribed yesterday for her 38th month. 32 in a row, I believe. And the stupid thing, because when you go, because you can look at your income that you make every day, it'll show your ad income, so you can figure out. I actually know how much I have to do each day using just ads. If you make it's $50 is your quest. If you make $2 a day in ads, you can make $60 a month. Piece of cake, easy peasy. It's not hard to do. Except it is hard to do because yesterday I've gotten $3 in 3 days, so that's not a good. It's not a good record, but I will get back to that, and we will go and we will start doing what we need to do, and we will make it work the way it's supposed to, and I will get my payouts. And the nice thing is when the payouts come for us, like I said, I get my Social Security on a card that will not allow me to use on Twitch. I cannot use my Social Security card to my Social Security payout card to credit card to buy bits and subs. I tried. It didn't let me. It won't accept it. And somehow I've linked my PayPal to that card, so if I have an automatic payment set up on that card and there's no money on it, it will go through if the PayPal doesn't have any money in it, it will go to that card, and when there's no money, it won't use it. But the nice thing is the bills that I pay will all be paid at the beginning of the month, so when my payouts start coming in, I don't have to worry about that extra money. I'll be able to either take out in cash in hand, or I'll be able to use that PayPal to do what I need to do, and I can keep it from being taken out without me knowing it, which I've had happen to me many a times in the past. So it's kind of one of those things. But yeah, we're going to start, because the very first payout will be used to get the what the hell did I do with it? Don't do that, you doofus. That's why you spill things. Coffee cup's right there. Where the fudge is my drink thing? I could have swore I had it right here. I could have swore. I'll I'll have to find it before I do what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I do have my coffee, so I'm good there. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm learning. I actually fixed the setup once I added the new stuff from Streamlabs, which added my things. It let me go in and do what I wanted to do. I don't have one to go to. It's the only one I wish I did have, and it's not the best one in the world. It's a generic. You know, it looks like this. This is and it says free, project free. They don't have one that you can buy that's not project free. I've got all of them. You know, it's got different ones. It's got an alert box, so that I'm hoping that the alert box will show up in the top. It's supposed to show up right about in the middle. So it's supposed to show up probably in this area right here. I won't see it on this screen, but I'll see it over here, hopefully. Got my list in there. Everything I need to do is just getting back into doing this. Like I said, the channel points have changed. I didn't add one yet. I don't think I might have. I can't remember if I added that one or not, but I did add one to show. What the hell did I do? Hang on, stupid. I'm doing it again. I keep doing that. Following that stupid. I'm over here trying to get this mouse on the screen on there down to do what I need to do, forgetting that I have two computers. Oh, hey. Why does everything gotta be so complicated? I'm old. I can't do this shit. But yeah, we're getting there. I'm getting to pick this up. Pretty soon you'll have all the good stuff on here, and we'll be doing like there's other stuff I've added. I don't know if it works. I haven't seen any of it work. I don't know where it's supposed to work. You know, I got rid of, if you were here the first day or saw the first day, I had a PlayStation 4 does not allow you to have. That's the other thing. It's going to be nice. I will not play through the PlayStation like I did before. When I do this now, from now on, I will be using my capture cards to play PlayStation. So I will be doing the one computer setup, but it's going to be a little different for it because I won't be able to, the interaction will be a lot different because you have a lot of looking at the game. So I'll have to come up with a different setup for that. But yeah, we're gonna incorporate that in. The outline, they didn't really change the outline of stuff that's coming out. Here, I thought when they did this whole thing, I was like, yes, I can get rid of a yearly payment that I didn't have to make. Wrong. They came out with a pretty much a battle pass, which is fine. I don't care. The thing is, you don't have to buy it. But then again, if you don't buy it, you won't get everything for free. Like, for example, because I have the way they used to do it, they're still doing it. No. Go to Warren. Get this right. Let's go, baby. On the other side. You know, they used to do the precursor event that you could play and a dungeon in the spring. They did that this year. I've got that dungeon. I've not played it. I've got like 4 dungeons that are new that I've not once played. And that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Then in the second quarter in June, which is coming up next month, they're going to release the first half. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the first half of the yearly seasonal episodes, but it's seasonal. They can do it whenever they want, and if they want to add new things or change things, they can. I believe, if I'm understood it correctly, everybody's going to get that eventually, but it won't be like when everybody else does. So if you have Battle Pass, you'll get it, your seasonal pass, you'll have it now. So as soon as it comes out, you get it. And then in the third quarter, they're going to put out and this is going to be the time where I'll probably be doing more ESO than I will Football Manager, especially it'll probably flip around. It'll probably be, because the new thing they're doing there is they're doing this, like I was saying yesterday, they're doing this gigantic entire PS4 community will compete in this trying to. It's basically where they're going to have an island. It's going to be split in two by a magical wall. And the second thing we're going to be doing, the wall is going to be a group thing that's getting done. So we're getting ready to play the Birmingham University Medics. They are currently the first place team. They have a 4-goal difference. Damn, they beat the crap out of whoever they played. I don't know who they played, but they whipped them by 4. So we need to win to be even with them. Actually, yeah, if we win, we'll be a point better. Not changing any of these. I don't usually do that. The only thing I usually do is there'll be one here that says opposition. All right, we are ready for some football. What happened here? Where is he doing? Oh, Peter Wynn's going in there. I don't know why I switched that up. Oh, I do now. Yeah, he's injured. That's why we switched that up. Chris Gill. We will put you in there. See how you do. He's not too injured. Okay, so we're ready to go. So, game time number 2. Hopefully this time it will actually show up on the. Because if you were here yesterday for the game, the last half an hour of the show, it didn't go well for me. The screen somehow moved up and it didn't have the top corner. Like over in this corner over here, it'll have the game time and the score, and it did not have that there. And I was going freaked out because I was like, I didn't know why I did that. And you're going to see me as we go through this. You'll get used to seeing me. Yeah, it's there. Ha-ha! It is there. Good. We're good. You'll see me go through and do. Their colors are not pretty, but they're better than ours. And oh my God, there's actual volume. Did you hear that? Oh yeah, we're getting it now, boys. All right, so we have the ball. That's my boy. Oh, look at that. Give him a red card. There's sound. Holy cow, we can actually hear it. Wait. No, there is a sound file you can download that will do play-by-play. I think I know what I'll be doing tonight. I'm going to go get that and try to use it and see if it works. It's like a lot of people have like those sound gadgets you can get that will allow you to play like sounds like gold. If you watch some of these guys, and the guy I forgot to mention yesterday, and I'm disappointed I didn't mention him. There is a gentleman by the name of Clates who also does the same thing that Omega Luke and all those guys do in Zealand. And Clates has, oh, no, you're not supposed to get hurt. See, I'll hurt bad. Hopefully not. That was not who that was. That was their team. Okay, that makes sense. Wasn't me. Thank God. I don't need any more injuries. He did one today. That's the second time. Will you give him a card? I mean, come on, man. That's the second time he knocked my dude down like that. What the hell? Gonna be one of those games. What a header. Oh, good save. Actually, I don't know. That was the ball. I thought he saved it. But he did this. I was watching him this morning. I didn't sleep at all last night. I barely slept because I was in so much pain from sitting for 4.5 hours straight and keeping this arm. This is the arm. My left arm. This is my right side. Is that the right side? So this is the arm I have the problem with, and when I'm doing this with the mouse over here, I'm keeping it on like it's elevated. You can't see it because the camera's it's too high, but it's elevated. And if I leave it like that for too long, I have been in serious pain from the elbow to the top. It's just, yes, Peter Wynn, the injured man, gets the first goal of the season. Way to go, P-Dub scoring me a goal. This is how we started out yesterday. We got off to a great start. It was up 3-1 at halftime and ended up tied. What a beautiful. Did he head that in or did he chest that down? That was nice. I'm assuming you guys can hear that. Oh yeah, it comes through crystal clear, doesn't it? I'm assuming you guys can hear that. Yeah, we're a little behind, but that's okay. Let's go, fellas. Okay, Sam. Sam Andrew. Not a good name. You got a guy with the same name. Two first names for his name. Sam Andrew. Which is funny because one of the branches of my family's last name is Andrews. I would be like, hey. Yeah, I am into that genealogy thing. I do a lot of. What the hell? Oh, wow. I did not even see that dude standing there. Sounded like this because the colors are too close on this. Ours is maroon and blue, and theirs is dark blue. But when you're looking at it from far away, you almost can't tell. And it looks a little. Does it look a little foggy to you, or is that just me? I think it's a little foggy. Corner. First corner of the day. The first corner of the day. Now see, with the tie, or with the head going ahead, we'll move into third from 7th. I don't worry about it until we get to the top of the board. Once we get to the top of the pile, then we will worry about staying there. And I really don't see us losing very many games with this team because in the 12th level, you're still seriously amateur, and in the amateur hour, you build a team like I have built so far, and you're not losing many games. You'll be lucky if you don't outscore other teams 5 times. There'll be big scores in this, hopefully. Now, saying that, what's going to happen is I'm going to lose every freaking game, and I'm going to get fired. Okay, so again, with the channel points, if you come in and you spend channel points, please tell me you do it. Even if it's stretch or posture check or hydrate or the switch tactics. Now, if someone would come in and they play the channel points and do the switch tactic, as soon as they did that, I would hit the pause button. I would go to the pause screen. I would come over here to this tactics screen right here, and I would come up here and I would change the tactic. What sucks about that is these are not the same setups for these tactics. They don't always use the same tactic. So the players could be playing out of position. I would do my best to fix that, but that's going to happen. And it can happen more than once in a game. Now, that will only count for that game. I will go back to the original, even if we win, lose, because normally what I do, like I said, if we tie our first 3 games, I'm switching to the second tactic. And I will go in order whatever we're on. So if we're in the first tactic. If someone plays that tactic, we'll go to the second tactic. If someone plays that again, we'll go to the third tactic. We'll rotate down. It will suck, and it won't be the best way to try to win, but it will be fun to do. There's going to be other things when I can come up with some ideas for things to do. We will figure out new things to put in there. You can't really change. My son said, you should have the ability to fire a player. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to let somebody come in the chat and spend 50,000 channel points or 20,000. Yes! Cheap gets another one. My boy Chalaka. Cheap Chalaka, he's the man. That was a beautiful play, too. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. Look at that. Nice little thing. And Cheap says, I got this. And boop, right past the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper's in trouble. Those are 2 nicely. Are we playing at their place? No, we're not. We're playing at home. And you got to love that there's a crowd. Crowd noise. How many players are there? I don't think there was anybody here. But we got a crowd noise. Yep. I'm going to definitely have to look for that sound, that sound bit that you can get that they'll do. But because you can sit here and it sounds just like the real game. It sounds like the real game. It really does. And it's fun because, oh, come on, man. What are you doing? He's off the line. He's off his line, and he's too. If he would have played middle of the damn goal, look at this. He's playing for whatever reason. He left the right side of the goal completely open. And I get the fact that he had to play a little bit to that side, but damn, dude, come on, man. That's terrible. Here we go again. If we get a lead, then we lose it. faith in my team. See, yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't play games like this in my game. Thank you. It's about damn time you gave them fools a red card. Oh, wait, that was somebody. Okay, yeah, they lost the goddamn injury. Okay, that is the third time we have had a free kick from that range that was lobbed in and bounced sky high into the other side. That makes no sense to me. Okay then, yeah. I'm the kind of manager that I don't change my tactics very often. I would change them during training and stuff too. If like I said, if we end up tying this one, or we lose this one and then we tie or lose the next one, I'm changing the tactic and we'll use it to, if I go on a winning streak with the tactic, that tactic's my tactic the rest of the year. I ain't changing it. But like I said, I don't watch games like this, and quite honestly, I like nice Chris Gill. He said, "I'm not playing around." Oh, hello, that was beautiful. I like that. And yes, I will get excited about the game, and I will have fun with it. Why will I do so? Because I freaking can. That's why. It's fun. It's a good time. But yeah, it's kind of cool because I have enough football knowledge to know when something's working and something's not. And I mean, you really can learn a lot from watching these games, but you got to remember something. This is not, it's not always. You'll see, like they were talking about Clace was talking about today. Or not Clace, but actually it was Dr. Benji was doing what he expects from the new game coming out in. Oh my God, dude! If you just play up on that, you could have had that taken that off of him and been gone. It would have been a 2-on-2 to the goal, and I like our odds better. But you can't let that dude do that. Come on, man. I don't tinker with stuff. I don't man mark people. I let whatever my setup is be my setup, and I'll let if I think I need to do that, I will do that. Yeah, see, they're gonna play it up now. So we got our first corner. Yeehaw! But yeah, we had. And this is what sucks, right? So I was looking at my monthly review when we came into this. We had one game. It was our second game. We ended at the top, and it said that the board was upset because we didn't have enough. They were disappointed in our set piece display, and I'm thinking, we had one game. How do you know how we're going to do on set pieces after one game? It's just sometimes the boards, and like I said, this is as realistic as you're going to get without, and I personally don't have a problem with it because I grew up playing this game with the 2D, which is cool, but you really don't. I mean, you can see what's going on. That was nice. That wasn't too bad. They got another corner out of it. Yeah, I mean, there's times where you'll play in the rain, you'll play in the snow. There will be games you'll get postponed because of weather conditions. If there's been a lot of rain or it's a wet winter, you'll see games postponed for water on the pitch. Nothing you can do. What really sucks is if you've got a lot of tournament games and one of the ones in the middle gets delayed because of that, and it totally you go from having a match every. Oh, look at this! Go ahead, Chicala. Chicala was out there again. He was on the run again. I like Chicala. Chilaka. Yeah, I like that. We are in the 42nd minute. 4 minutes or 5 minutes to go with added time, because you know they're gonna have a little added time in here because their boy got hurt. I probably will take out Peter Wynn at halftime because he's injured. He's already dying on me. I'm gonna try not to have to do what I did last time. Now you shouldn't have to, because if you look at the hearts on each of my players, we're 41, 47, and the only player that's below half is, well, Freddie's getting there too, or Freddie Gurd's getting there too. And sometimes you'll get a boost. Most of the time you'll get a boost. Oh, we gotta work on that. Cause you see, nice got to track it down. Oh, baby cross, nice cross. Yeah, that was a heck of a shot. Duh. What are you doing? Oh, I swear to God, these guys kill me sometimes. They really do. But you're gonna see things that'll look like you'll if you read the game notes, and kind of gives you a play-by-play, and it goes by pretty fast, especially when you're out of there. But you'll see where it'll tell you one thing, but the game graphics will be showing you something else. And people freak out when it happens. Like, you'll see if you want to see some fun stuff, go look up the Old Zealand Reddit on Reddit. Yeah, the Old Zealand Reddit on Reddit, and he does people post memes on there all the time. And I've posted a couple name things that I've had, but he goes over them on YouTube. He does a YouTube stream once a month. They'll go on and they'll do the memes, and some of the stuff you see is just so sad. Like, okay, like there's been times where the goalkeeper will walk out like that and go to throw the ball, and it will go completely backwards into the goal. And it has to do with, if you understand how game mechanics work, there's only certain things you can do when you're doing the game and make it work the way there's never going to be a game that's perfect. There's always going to be some kind of visual glitch. And a lot of people got mad because Zealand didn't like, oh, what a shot. Oh, Corey Davies with a hell of a shot. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. Yo, Andrew, what are you doing, man? Yeah, that was definitely a good shot. Oh, he got it from the top of the key. Dude, how do you not? He's. Oh, no, they didn't count. Don't count it. No, they said he was onside. See, no VAR in the lower leagues. If you do get the boxes, they'll come out and show you. And there's going to be times where you still won't be able to tell if the guy's onside or not. He'll look off sides, but it's on. It's because the game engine is making these plays. Ooh, halftime. I don't think they were happy with me. They knew I didn't like what happened last time, because I berated the hell out of them afterwards. Now I said this the last game and it did not help. So we're gonna say it again. Do I want to change him? Yes, I do. Bringing on Mr. Foster for him. And Freddie's coming out too. And by the time I get to the middle months of this, I'll know everybody by name. All the important ones anyway. And there we go with Cheap Chalaka. Got us another goal. Is that his hat trick? Did he get a hat trick? No, that's a dude. He got a brace. He didn't get a hat trick, I don't think. That was beautiful. Gil lofts it up. Chalaka says, I got you, baby. Nice header into the back of the net. He is nice. Yes, I want to do that. Don't ask me to confirm it. Just do it, baby. So, yeah, that's... now, when we scored 4-2 last time, we were up 4-1 at halftime. This time we were up 3-2 at halftime, and we took the lead. We got a long way to go. And I got one substitution left. I see. This is the nice thing is because um, we played so many preseason games this year that these guys are match fit. They're ready to play, and they can go for the long time that they need to. Gil's going to come up. Is he going to get in there and get it? Get it, Gil. Ooh, right at the goalkeeper. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. But I'm kind of starting to like my offense. My offensive side. My strikers and my midfielders are doing really good. And this is why I like this. This is why I like this setup. I was watching. I probably got the idea for part of it from Omega Luke and his dad, Omega Dad. Omega Dad likes to use 3 in front. And whoa, wow, dude, whoa, he got lucky there. But he likes to do a 4-3-3, and I don't like the way they set up 4-3-3s because usually there's a triangle in the middle for the midfielders, and then they'll do 3 at the top, but it'll be a solo striker and then the 2 guys, or he'll put 3 across. I wanted a change, so I put a 4th man up front, or a third. I put 3 men up front, but instead of having the other 3 guys, because it's basically a 4-3-3, but I use instead of having 2 midfielders or attacking midfielders and 1 defensive midfielder, I use 1 regular a central midfielder and 2 attacking midfielders, and basically we put 5 up front. So when our offense is running right and we get used to it, and it does take some time to get used to it. That's one of the reasons why I like to have so many preseason games in the first year, because it does take a while for you to get used to the tactic. And if you want, you only get like 2 months. And if you're not careful, and we got our 4 in the back, and they shut him down quick. He wasn't even going. He was trying to run up there, and they're like, "No, we got you. We got you. We got you. You stay in the middle of the field. Look at this. Yeah, go ahead, Burn. Hewitt just got a nice deal. He ain't doing nothing in this match. Alive. That'll be a corner. Yep. And see, we've got 52 minutes in, and nobody that I kept. All these guys were in there except for the 2 guys here. I brought in Sherry and Foster, or Gil and Foster. Oh no, Sherry and Foster, and they're still full thing. But the rest of them have been playing 52 minutes, and they are not tired. They're not even. I mean, they're getting there. And I say that, and now Chalaka gets a little yellowish, but usually you don't have to worry about it until they're down to the orange and it starts to go at least halfway down. But I usually try to make my substitutions I try to go, if everybody comes out at halftime and they're still green, I'll go till 60, make my first 2 changes, and then unless I can get away with 1, and then I'll go until the 75th. Oh, I'm so close. 75th, and then I'll make my final substitutions, and that way you've got people who are tired. But in this case, I had to make those 2 then because they were earlier than I wanted to. I don't like to make changes coming out of halftime. I like to give everybody, with my boy being hurt, I don't want to waste no time with that. 60-minute mark, 30 minutes to go. We got a 2-point lead. We're playing really well today. Playing a lot better today than we did than the last time. I might have just put a curse on them. Let's see, people would be man marking these guys and shutting them down. I don't need to do that because I have faith in the way my team plays, that they will play enough to do what they did. They didn't have to get up on top of them. They didn't have to. Now it changes when you get higher up. Of course, you're gonna have that because somebody's playing ESO on my game. I've got my laptop over there off on where the other base is sitting because I was going to load some people in one of my group that I was going to see if they were on, and they really wasn't on. So I didn't end up using it, and I must have left it on the home page because now I'm looking at somebody playing ESO. They're in Cyrodiil because you keep bringing up the Cyrodiil map. Yeah, good D, baby. Get him there. No. Nice. Nice. That was beautifully played, dude. That was great. Great play in the back. Let's go. Come on, Gibby. Let's go. Get it up there. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This was my man the last game. Baron Hewitt was my boy last game. He had all my first half set up, and then I had to take him out. Ah, it's a goal kick. Ah, we'll take the goal kick. We don't care. Y'all know how it goes, man. It is what it is. Wow, they're showing shit from 2 years ago. Nicely done. Keep it down. 67 minutes gone. 68 minutes gone. Gotta be better in the midfield. See, that's what happens because I don't have my normal midfielders because they were hurt. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Corey Davis got his brace. I believe that's the second goal. I saw that coming because as soon as I saw that my defense was overplayed too far up, I knew right here, right. Ooh, oh, fudge. Who is that? Who is that? Who's that foolish man right there? Who was that fool that made it? If he's half a step back and waits a half a step longer, dude's offsides. Here we go, 4-3. 32 minutes to go, or 22 minutes to go. All right, we're gonna use a shot here. Let's see if we can get some action going here. We're gonna do the fire up. Fire it up, baby. Let's go. Hopefully it'll work. That's one of the things they're getting rid of is the touchline shouts because they don't work. Very rarely on a very small occasion will you make a shout that actually pays off. And a lot of times what will happen is you'll do like yesterday I did the berate one, but we were towards the end of the game and we were losing or we were letting them come back and I did it. But a lot of times you'll do those and it'll be where you'll do it, like berate them because they're not playing well and they'll score a goal, and then it'll come up and you'll go, it'll change all the little smiley faces or faces on the left side will come back and be like pissed off and it's like ruins your whole momentum for the game. Yeah, go ahead, give us that corner. Let's go, boys. Give me a corner goal. Let's go. Head that baby in there. Let's go. Head him in. Oh, and I did add that too. Oh no, I didn't. I gotta do that. I gotta get some more little things in the bottom. And, I know there's one down here you can add or you can do. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. You know what I didn't do yet? That I need to do? I need to set up my damn penalty takers. You got to be kidding me. Oh, Schofield! Just gives us that 5-3 lead. You are telling me I'm not. What the hell, man? I gotta sign in on this stupid thing. You may lose me for a second here on my OBS because it's starting to get on my nerves. I don't understand. I don't understand. I want to use the thing and it won't let me. I got to figure that out because that's not cool. I don't understand why it's doing that to me. I have to figure that out after this is over. Because it's not giving me... Yeah, I have an account, bonehead. This should have been done already. hope I remember what this is. That's not the right one. And I hate this because now I can't see my password and it won't show me my password. So I'm not sure if I got the password right or not. And I don't remember my password right offhand. Oh, come on. You're just killing me here. Always gotta make this complicated, don't we? You are joking. Ah, oh, fudge monkeys. Hey, we're up 5-3. We're gonna win this match. We had a lot of 10 minutes to go, plus any extra time. You're really starting to get on my nerves. This shit has already been logged in. I logged in on this. No, I didn't forget my password. Oh, you! I hate when it does that shit. Why? Oh, you're getting on my nerves. And I can't look at it because it won't let me. Oh, please. My fingers are not that damn big. You are about to piss. I hate when it does this shit. Don't worry about that. It's 5-3. We got 5 minutes to go plus injury time. Oh, come on, man. You had him on the ground. You could have chipped it over his shoulder. What is wrong with you? Oh, I'm gonna break this thing before it's over. Guarantee it. See, it don't make any sense that I'm using this and it's going to do that to me and make me log back in when I've already logged into all these that you can. Thornton's got the ball. He's not doing well. I've run through every damn one I know that I have, and I don't get it. It's not working. It's starting to get on my nerves. You know what? I can fix you. I can fix you, you little prick. What's this? I guarantee you, you ain't gonna be a problem no more. Let me see. I need the chat. Oh, look at that. It came right back up. Go ahead, Streamlabs. Play with me. No! No! There's still a minute to go. No, not fair. Not fair at all. Not fair at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what he well, I gotta say this. The boy might be finding him a new place. He might not be my goalkeeper next time. It's 5-4. If we do not win this, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Hey, guess what? You can't cheer on your own channel. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, I'll have to use that over here and skip the other one because the other one's being a pain in the butt. But I'm gonna. I'm looking at that to see what it says over there. We got plus 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes to go. Yeah, wasting time. What do you do know I'm online and I can hear you? Yay! Come on, man. There's no way. There's no way. He's offside. He has to be. Thank you. Thank you. There's no way that dude was onside that time. There's no way. Look. He's standing behind everybody. There's no way he was going to be onside on that. No way. Thank God. Come on. 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. We got a minute. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. Down to a minute. Let's go. Nice save. Come on. Tick, baby, tick. This is crazy. How the heck, hey, babies, do you waste a damn lead like that again? Yes, it's over. We get the win. Woohoo! Go us. I can't believe we did that again. We almost blew the lead again. Man. That was nuts. We almost blew the lead again. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. See you in a few. All right, we're back and we're live, and we're winners. Woo! What a game! That was incredibly crazy. I can't believe we won that game 5-4. Woo! Win. Tebow with a brace, and Schofield and Gill all with Today, me and Andrew gotta have a little talk because he is making me very unhappy. There you go. See, yeah, I mean, a couple of them got mad about that, but you know what? It's true. I'm not gonna tell them, "Oh, you did a great job today." No, you didn't. You let them come back and almost beat you. I don't know what this is doing because I've never seen it do this, where it just processes for a minute like this in the match. Yay! I don't know how many people were there. Probably none. Well, I can find out once I get out of here. Ting! A ling a ling a ling. Yeah, so that was our first win of the year. And where does that put us? I don't know. We're on the wrong page. 9 points. So in our first two matches, there have been 17 points scored. Wow. Yeah, there you go. So far, we have played in front of. Ooh, we had 108 in that one. We've played in front of 60 people so far. So we've made like $60. I don't think our ticket prices are very high. Hey, we doubled it though in that win. Yeah, we got the first four. Our first four games are at home. We don't play an away game until we go to AFC Summers. Wow, that's kind of weird. But that is kind of cool. Our next match will be against Crown CR. We have 6 days until the match. And see, I was saying yesterday, when it comes to like the in the lower leagues, especially in the later half of the season, and in like League 12, because in League 12 you don't see very. I don't think any of the League 12 leagues have level 12 leagues have, or 12th tier, I should say, 12th tier leagues have any kind of cups at all, and because they don't, here we go. Sorry. Yeah. How about that? We beat our own. We beat our own record for goals in the match 1 week later. But in the lower leagues like this, the lower leagues, in tier 12, you don't have to play matches any more than a week. Like, you won't have any matches that are closer than 7 days together. They're playing every time. We'll play every Saturday. And then in November and December, it goes to 2 matches a month all the way until April or March or April. So we don't have anybody, though. You don't have to play other players. Now, you get injuries like we've had. We've dealt with injuries. So there are going to be those times where you have that. We are in second place. Did I read that right? We are in second freaking place. And Avil Church Reserve, Avil Church is the only team better than us because they haven't lost until they play us. We're going to thump them. Put them in their place, baby. CPA and Crown CR are the lowest teams on the roster. Neither one of them have won. One tie, one loss for our next opponent. They've given up 2 more goals than they've scored. Like I said, I love lower league management because it's a lot of fun. There are a lot of things that go on that are, your whole handling of players is different. Your whole handling of coaches is different. Like I say, if we win this season and we get promoted, we may get turned to a semi-pro team. Now, I don't know what it is, but every time I get transferred over to a semi-pro team, I always don't give, if I don't get it next year, what'll happen, or if I do, what'll happen is we won't give them contracts. We'll give them bonuses. Like, they'll get appearance bonuses, so they'll get paid like $40 a game that they play, or 15 or whatever. God dang it! I keep forgetting that stupid thing isn't connected. I'm gonna kill myself. And if you do that, once you turn semi-pro, for like a year and after you're supposed to get contracts out, you can't get them to get those. Everybody keeps those contracts, and I can't get them to change. Now I could go into the editor and give them semi-pro contracts and figure out like if I'm paying somebody 35, if there's 20 matches and I'm giving them $10 a match, they're gonna make $2,000 a year. I can go in and give them that and leave the other stuff because like they'll give them appearance fees, non-play fees, and like non-use sub fees, and they'll be like one will be $40 or $30 or how much a game for an appearance, and then the next one will be like $20 for not playing, and the non substitute. The last two will be smaller, and usually the last one's like $5. Cool, whatever, you know. But it's kind of weird, and I haven't figured out why it does that, because it didn't do that before, and then there's been some changes made when they got further along, and it doesn't do it every time, but most of the time that's what I end up getting, and it sucks because it's not a contract, it's a bonuses clause, so you're not really putting them under contract. Okay, that's okay, but they can still be signed by players as if they're non-contract players, and it sucks. You're paying out to your coaches, although I'm on my other one, I'm in League 9, and I still don't have I just got a middle of December, and they just gave me a 2-year contract that I just signed a new contract at the beginning of the year and didn't have any income, and I'm sitting there going, and when I went to the place to negotiate, it was either NA or 0, and I'm like, man, I'm y'all paying everybody else, and I'm not getting paid. There's a problem here. And they'll do things in this game that will make you pissed. Like, for example, in that game, we are in the FA Cup, and we pulled an upset of Wellington Town. Wellington Town, yeah, they're in the Vanarama League, and we beat them 2-0. One was an own goal by them, and the other was another. But we had a shutout against a team 4 or 5 levels higher than us, and we go and we get. I'm sitting there. We're going into the 3rd round, and I'm thinking, the Premier League teams come in. I'm gonna get a chance to get me a Premier League team. Hopefully, it's away because we only got 300 people come to our stadium. We're not gonna make any money, and I get another Vanarama League South team. I don't remember who it is. And I'm thinking, like, Chelsea's playing somebody, this another. I think they're playing Bournemouth. They're both in the Premier League. And I'm like, why would you do that? I needed that. I needed that away match so I could make money. I won 80. I got 89,000 for that match by pulling an upset, and we cleared our debt. We're now out like 16,000 out of debt. And I wanted them to use that to either send me on a coaching course, which they didn't do. Again, with the we don't want to get. I understand that you want to go out, but if you do that, then you might go and you might become you'll become more attracted to other teams, and you might leave us. And I'm thinking to myself, you really are stupid. I'm like, bored. Come on, man. I'm not gonna. I'm not. If you're paying for that, and I'm having fun, and I've already turned down 3 job interviews. One of them was a Division 2, League 2 team. I can't remember who it was, but they offered me a job because I've won. I've been winning. I was on a 13-game winning streak before we lost our first match this season. We lost. We tied we won the first one, tied the second one, and then won 13 straight. And then we got beat by an opponent in our own league, which we should have never lost to. Which we then turned around 3 days later and shut out. A clean sheeted against it was Albion Sports. I was so mad. I was so mad because we should not have lost that. We could be if we wouldn't have lost that, we would have been on a 25-game winning streak now because we lost that match and then we won 6 cents, and 3 of them by clean sheet. And it's like getting there going, yeah, I'm loving this, but we lost. And I'm just like, I hate because they'll do the same thing. Like, I get it when you don't want to send your coaches if you ain't got no money, but I just cleared the debt in the middle of the season. We're not paying anybody a whole lot of money, and I said I either want to, I wanted them to send me on a coaching course or improve the training field, because in that league I have my son that is like 160. His potential ability is 160. His regular ability should be, because when you look at them, when you look at a player through the let me see, I'll show you this here. So we're gonna go look at this man here. His name is Grant Batter. Okay, so when you look at this, when you look at them in the editor, you can edit right in here, and it'll let you edit all that stuff that's there. Or you can come down here to their attribute details. Now, I want to know what he can do. So his current ability is 34. His recommended current ability is 33, so he's a little bit better than that, and his potential is only 47. Okay? How old is this gentleman? 43 years old. He's 43 years old, can still improve. Stamina 13. Natural fitness 16. This is a badass dude. He's I would sign him in a minute if I could get him. Because he's got, for 43-year-old, what position he play? He is he's a left back. Please be left-footed. Oh, he's a left foot, a left back. See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't see these guys when you get up higher in the league. These are guys that are in the lower leagues that, most likely he's a lower league player playing for. I didn't see the team he's playing for. But that's a good, I would hire him, and hopefully he would stay with us for at least 2 years. It's that natural fitness that makes him unbelievable. And then to have that kind of stamina and those kind of numbers in some of them, and his physicals and technicals, I'm sitting here going, yeah, we want to keep him around, because he's the type of player that they will do mentoring months, and you'll see a report that comes up that says your team did this during the mentoring month, and it'll be the better players or some of the higher ranked players, and they'll be on there and they'll do these things. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but that is what I'm talking about, and why I like lower level teams is that guy right there. Guys like that, because you can find some guys that I can take from here that will be a 3-star or a 2-star and have 2-star potential, and they're already maxed out at what their potential is there, and they will just put out games for you that you're sitting there going, where'd this come from? I don't understand. How's this guy this good? So, it's one of those things where it's fun. Sometimes when you get up to the higher leagues, it could be hectic because, like I said, I could put every player on my team as a star player, and they're not going to complain about their playing time very much. There will be some that will get it, and I will try, I don't change the players that are already there. I don't worry about it that much. But when they start complaining, and the Isuzu FA Trophy, we're still finding them. You go through, and I'm not gonna need to do that again. I like that. I like that offense. That offense cooks. I will go in and make sure that the players that are playing, they should be. But this is what. Hold on a second. What the hell? Oh, that's what happened to it. I'm sitting here looking for my drink, and the damn thing fell over and rolled all the way into the corner. I'm like looking, going, I know it was there. The ghost took it, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not joking. And you could take this as serious as you want to take this or not. This house has got a ghost. There's a ghost here. The people, one of the girl who grew up in this is a friend of mine. She's 2 years older than me. We went to school together. She's a couple grades higher than me. She lives 6 houses up. Her family grew up in this house, and she told me, I was asking her, I said, what had happened was, and if you've never been here before, you've not heard this story. One day I went down to the basement to do my laundry, and I have the washing machine against the pole in the middle with the plug and the pipes coming up. And then over in the corner, probably from me from where I'm sitting here to this wall back here, or to the wall back there, or just past where the doors open, is where the dryer sits. It's a good 8 feet, 9 feet, maybe even 10. Put the washing machine lid up, grab some clothes, throw them in a dryer, turn around, the lid's down. Didn't hear it move, didn't see it move. It was up. I did not put it down. I didn't knock it down. I pulled clothes up out, turned around, and didn't even take the full 3 steps to get over there. I just took half a step and tossed them so they go in the dryer, quick, and the thing's down. I never heard it move. My ex-girlfriend, who now lives in my friend Stacy, when she lived here, she used to complain about seeing stuff all the time, and it was weird because the house that we moved into when we got together, we went to school together. Her sister was my age, and she's my brother's age, and we've known each other forever. And it took we had 30 years that we didn't talk to each other, didn't very much, but on Facebook, and then we ended up getting together. She came to California, and then came back here, and in the house that my dad owned and sold uptown, there's a duplex, and the guy who lived there before we moved into it died in the house, and she kept complaining about she had her ex-husband 25 well, now it's been like 40 years ago, tried to kill her by curb stomping her like 6 times, and she has had epileptic seizures ever since. She gets the grand mal seizures. She gets the full on. I saw her go through it a couple times. She actually, when we were moving into this house, I was at the top of the stairs repairing the wall, and now see, Peter Wynn is one of those guys that he doesn't have. Now see all those yellow arrows going up. He's not going anywhere to improve. He's at his potential ability right now. He is unlikely to improve. It says that, okay? But every one of these arrows is up. This one went down. Okay, so his pace went down a little bit, but everything else is going up because he's playing. Now, if I wanted to take a Photoshop of that or to write some of them down and remember them, he doesn't have a whole lot of great things there, but in a pinch, when you need them, you need them. You know what I mean? And he was playing there because I had those injuries, or I had other players that weren't fit for that, and that's one of the positions I did not get yet. But he could. What the hell am I doing? Okay, I didn't go down for. I'm sitting there going, that didn't make any sense. But he's one of those guys. He had a good game the last game. He had an excellent game the last game. He scored a goal. He got going some goals that we needed to have going. So he did some awesome stuff. And in the lower leagues, you get away with that. Now I've seen some of the guys that I watch who will use 2-star guys that are 2-star but have a chance to improve to maybe a 3-star, or there'll be a star and a half and improve to a 2.5 star, or from a 2.5 1.5 star to a 2-star to like 3.5 or 4, and they'll use them. And I'm like, that's kind of scary, because even though I know that you can do that, I would sit back and not do that, because there'd be times where I just didn't think about it. Sometimes when you're doing it, how you'll get in a game that has different ways you can play it, and you'll sit there and you'll get used to playing it one way, even though that way is not the best way to play it, and it's not going to be where it's going to benefit. You're not getting the best out of your team. You'll still fall into that rut, whether it's because you're playing a game and you're tired and you're just not in that mood to do what you need to do to change that. But you'll have that happen sometimes, and it happens. And then there'll be times where, like I said, I don't really worry about I watched Zealand complaining that somebody was telling him that he's crazy, that he doesn't watch the friendlies, and they're like, how do you learn about your team? Because you just do. If you've played enough sports games, it's like anything else. If you play first-person shooters, okay, if you've played Call of Duty and then you go to any other game and you start playing it, it's not going to work exactly the same. It's not going to be the same scenarios, but the mechanics to the game are going to be typically the same thing. I have played Football Manager for years back in the day when it first came out. You couldn't even buy it in America. You had to. When it did come here, it was called it was champion manager in England and overseas, but here it was called, oh God, I can't remember what it was called now, but it wasn't called champion manager or or football manager. It was called some weird name that you were like going, oh, okay. But I had to buy it off of, and this was back in the mid 90s, the very beginning, and I've been around since before the beginning of the internet. And you had to buy it off of eBay and hope you could find it cheap, and I bought my first copy of it off of eBay. And we're about to go into game number 3. We're playing Crown CR at Crown CR. They're 11th. We are 2nd. We are 2 points behind Alvo Church Reserves, who are playing against Seal Hill B. They could actually upset them. Hopefully they'll beat them. Now, I believe they're a B team. I don't know for sure. I know they're a reserve team. I believe, let's see. So, Sutton United Reserves, I haven't played yet. Seal Hill, Alvo Church, and Wake Green AFC Reserves. Those 4 teams probably will not be able to be advancing. I will tell you hopefully in a minute. I don't know if it'll say it now or not. But what you do is, and like I said, I looked for it in the rules, but it didn't tell me. So I'll come over here, and what it'll do is if they're not able to advance, it'll be down here in this little area. And it may not come up until later in the year. But if it comes down here, and it didn't show me it. What did we end up on the season preview? Did we end up still in 2nd? We did. 2-1 odds. We went from 60-1 to 9-1 to 2-1. And those will change every time you play now because you're playing and your team's getting better, or you're still adding players. And so, and I had to buy it off of eBay, and I bought it off eBay. I love the game, and I am actually going to go look for it and see if I can find one of those that I can look at and go, oh, check this shit out, man. I had this game when it was this. And, oh, yeah, there's why I was missing him. Where was he at? He must have been injured or something, because he should have been in there. And Peter Wynn's going to come and move down to here. So that's my best team right there. And you can, if you're going to use the same team all the time and you've done adding players, you could come in here to the quick pick area, hit this little white guy here, come down to the manage, and you can save the team selection however you want to. Save first team. You can save second team. The reserve or the rotated team. You can save however many of them you want. You just keep saving them, and they will allow you to use them. And if you make changes and you don't want to sit there and try to figure it out again, you just go up there, hit the manage again. It'll bring up the name at the bottom. You click on it, it brings it right in. Great for if you have the team that, like, I could do that now and never have to change my team again. I could just skip through all that and not have to worry about it, because there's no reason for me to do that, because it's not going to be the same team. I'm not done adding players in, because I still need at least one attacking midfielder, because although we saw that Peter Wynn doesn't really have a lot of things going for him, he makes it for the team right now. He's doing okay. If you carry your last tournament, if you do play as well as you did, I shouldn't have said that, because that's not true. And see, different look to the thing. That's pretty cool. They are on a loss and a tie. We are on a tie and a win. Yeah, here we go. I should have changed my bloody goalkeeper. We are the yellow today. And this is weird, because there'll be times where you'll sit there and you'll be used to playing in the other color. And had I not paid attention to that, I may not have known that was us. And I'll be sitting there going, no, don't let it score. And it goes, Sutton scored. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I've done that so many times before where I'm just stupid and don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, is it? Look, hey, look, we got fans in the stands. We're at their place, but they got fans in the stands. How about that crap? Whoa, what was that? Yeah, it's a corner for us. There you go. Come on, baby, let's go. Damn, I'm mad he wasn't in that game last time. Shoot, that's probably why we struggle. And there will be people that you will find that, like, if you were here yesterday or you watched yesterday's thing, you seen that there were a lot of guys I was talking about trying to sign that I knew because I signed them in other games, and you develop people like going out and signing a guy like Kylian Mbappe when you're in the upper leagues is you know what you're going to get with him. You don't know what you're going to get with Pete Wynn. It's going to be fun to watch him play this year because he may become like I was saying about the one league that I forget who it was, but Zealand had this guy that was a 1.5 star. He was playing in the Vanarama League, but he had this kid that he bought that scored 50 goals for him in the Vanarama National League, and he was only a 1.5 star player. Oh, he's on side 2, I think. No. Yeah, he should have done better. Who the hell was that missed that shot? Damn it. Come on, fellas. We got to win this match. We need to get out to a strong lead. This will be, if he does this again, and you can't just always blame the goalkeeper. Although, watching this does allow me to blame the goalkeeper because he's been playing off his line way too high. He's not playing the middle of he's playing. Like, I get why he was in that one position the first goal he gave away last game. But if he would have adjusted faster instead of standing on that side too long, he would have been able to try to get that goal, and he missed it. he stayed rooted to the right or to the left of the goal when once the guy committed to the shot, if he would have took a half a step or a full or a step and a half full move to the right, he would have had a better shot at getting to the ball, and he didn't do it. And that hurt. And I do know something I'm not going to say, because if I do, it'll happen. I'll say it after this game, if I remember. No, we've not been behind in any of our games. Oh, we went offside. That's too bad. Come on, Sutton Select. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to have to look their colors up and see what colors they actually play in, and I might change, because you can edit the colors of your team. And it'll be better because I don't like the like maroon and light blue. I just don't like that color. I understand why their second kit is yellow, because almost every Sutton team in this game, except for this team, have a green based first kit and a yellow second kit. Sutton United from the second division have a dude just stood there. He took the ball away and let my boy get it in there, and they didn't get it right. Nice tackle, baby. That was beautifully done. What are you doing? Wow. But yeah, I will, like, this is the kind of stuff that you'll do. Most people get the editor. They'll, like, for me, I'm going to be able to use it to add people in. If you want, you see the thing and you want to do it, add in, baby. Add in, because that will get you a chance to have some fun and make it more interesting for you. Like, for example, on ESO, we had I forget how that went down. But, we had a raffle that one of my friends won, and she got to create a character. I was making a new character, so one of the characters I made up is her character. Taurus the Blade and eventually, like I said, I will be playing ESO. I got so much work to do in that game still. I think I'm at over 2400 level. But I've got like 1,200 to go, and by this time, if I would have been playing straight through the way I used to play a game, I'd be 3,600 on all my characters, going, yeah, I'm the badass. But I'm not. And even when my main is, he's like done every chapter that's available. There are so many things that he has yet to do that I literally will be playing that game for the rest of. I'm going to when I go. I'm going to go with that hand with the PS 52 or whatever in my hand, and it's going to be in my hand, and that's going to be on the screen, and I'm going to be trying to finish all the achievables for him. That I mean, there's a lot of them I won't do because they have a card game in the game I can't stand. But it's going to become a new game because they're doing they're allowing you to do basically do the cross characters, the classes. You're going to subclass, and that's going to change the game completely. They tried to do this, like, they added these colors that you could add to your different attacks and stuff that made you look different. The problem is there's only so many colors, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands and of players that play. So it was funny because every year there'd be a new meta. Something would come out, and it would be the way people would make their characters. And I happened to make a character at that time, and I made the new meta, and it was in the high aisle. And I made my character up. She's a badass little warden. She could bring a bear out with her, fight with her if she wanted to. And they had this. It's an ice. It's an ice attack basically is what it's made. And on High Isle there are volcanic intrusions that you go to and you fight to close them off. It's like the incursion in that area. Well, I went there. First time I'm using her, and there were 50 people there, and half of them had the same exact character. And you were using, like, the main attack would have this, like, you'd hit the ground with your staff, and it would shoot out ice in front of you. And you turn around, and like, I'm facing away, and there's not very many people in front of me. And I turn around, and I look right after I did that, and there are 25 people on the area just getting done, waiting to collect their prize, doing the same damn move. And I'm thinking to myself, this is ridiculous. But, there are different things you can do to customize that, but you make that character and you use that setup, it's going to look like everybody else's. They gave us things last year. Was it last year? No, it was 2 years ago. They allowed us to craft our own sort of some things. It wasn't spell crafting as a whole. Go ahead, baby. Come on now. Come on. Come on, man. You were not offside. I disagree with that guy. But you could go and you could do this thing, and you could learn how to do the spell crafting, and you could add that by getting these different things, and there's 50 million ways to get them, and that gave you a tiny little bit of difference between your characters, but it wasn't enough. But now they're going to make it different. As of right now, you have like 9 character races. You have 9 races and 9 classes. So you have like a combination of like 81 different. He's offsides again. He might have got back in time. Yep. No, man, this is going to be a badass game right here. We're 21 minutes in and we ain't had a score. Woo! 7 shots, 2 on target. They've had 1 shot. I have a bad feeling about this. You may be witnessing an FMing in progress. This is not looking good. But so you're going to be able to add things from other classes. You've got cross-classing or subclassing. So with your warden, you have they are characters that have a spear. It's basically a lightsaber that you sit and attack with. And when you've leveled that all the way out, if you stand toe-to-toe with anybody that doesn't have, I don't care how much more powerful than you they are, if you stand toe-to-toe with them and you just keep hitting the attack button, they will never kill you before they die, because every time you hit, it gives you back like 2,000 gold, or 2,000 life. So unless they have a insta-kill attack, you're not dying. And I sat there and I would do this and do that and do it all the time. And he's one of my most powerful people. But they have a perpetual dungeon you can go in and explore and fight battles through. And I did when it first came out, I did all my characters by themselves with the companion to see what they could do with them. And I thought Legs would be the top person to do the farthest, but he wasn't. He was second best, and it was my warden that got me there. Or my warden. He's a Templar, or not I can't remember what he's called now. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Nope. 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 Here it comes. It's coming. I'm telling you, I got a feeling that we're gonna get beat right here. I know it's early, but still. But yeah, they're gonna have subclassing. So every single player, like Crawl and Torrance and all my hand-to-hand people, I can add that to them, and they will be just as badass as he. I mean, they're all badass. I mean, I keep going through different phases with Crawl because when I started him out, he was a dual wield. He was a dual wield dragon knight. And that was fine, and I put it to it. The thing about it is, I played Skyrim before I played Elder Scrolls Online. Same world, Skyrim's 700 or 800 years ahead of where ESO is. And I don't care what character you started out with in Skyrim, I always ended up with a sniping bow user every single time. You start out as a magician, you end up as a sniper every single time. And it's funny because I always talk about I can't stand shooting games. I hate them. I hate them to death. I do not like FPS games. You never see me play an FPS game. But in Skyrim, you basically are an FPS player because that's what you do. Everything you do is you kill. You're an assassin with a bow. Didn't come to that in ESO. I did change him to a. Oh, that's beautifully played, and he's onside. And he gets us a goal, and it's Peter Wynn. He gets his third goal of the season. I think that's his third goal of the season. That was brilliant. And who got it to him? Bernie Hewitt. That was beautiful. Nice play, baby. Gert to Bernie Hewitt, and he said, "Look, I got the man streaking up the sideline. There ain't no way it's getting to him." It basically was one-on-one with the. That was excellent play. Whoop, whoop. We got the 1-0 lead. 34th minute, 16 minutes to go, or 11 minutes to go in the first half. But yeah, so I mean, and then I took him to that. Then I took him to back to dual wield, and then I took him to a Dragon Knight sorcerer with the staff, and I put that man through some. He's back to the dual wield, and it's just not fun. But if I add that in, he's going to be a beast. I mean, he can still sit there and fight with the best of them, but when his gets regenerated health, it doesn't regenerate fast enough to make him able to stand toe to toe. The only character type that I have not used in ESO is I have not used sword and shield. I have healers, I have DPSs, but I do not have any tanks. I'm just not. I mean, I play as a tank. I will take my DPS. I will take legs into any battle with any monster, and I will go in there and I will stand there and just beat the living crap out of him. But I don't have tank moves. So see, with him, that would be an amazing thing to do because you could take a tank. You could take with him, since he's already got the Vorpal. I'll call it Vorpal, but it's a spear of blade. It's a spear of light energy, basically. And everybody complains that they've never made a spear, but they actually have because they have a spear. But oh, come on, man! What the hell was that? Come on, ref. So with him, I could add a taunt and make him a DPS with a taunt that allows him to do his thing and sit there and just take the damage and beat the shit out of things. Not only is he, oh yeah, here we go, he's on side. It's 1-on-1 with the red. Oh, that was beautiful. That was freaking beautiful. Bernie Hewitt said, nah, I'm taking this one. That was beautifully played. Who gave him the assist? Who gave him the assist? That was sweet. Oh, you gotta love when that happens. Look who it is. It's Chalaka. Chalaka says, okay, your turn. That was perfect. That you can't make that any prettier. That was pretty. We are up 2-0, and that was pretty. 40th minute, we got 5 minutes to go, plus a little bit of overtime, or a little bit of. Now see, Wynn is tired. He may have to come out, but he may not have to either because he might get a little bit of boost. Everybody else is good. Everybody else is good. Now, the other thing about it is, yes, we have had a full off season to get used to this tactic. And like I was saying earlier, tactics will be one of those things where, you know, if someone does that and they have me change the tactic in the middle of the game, it's going to be a bad thing because I'm not going to have the players that are set for, oh, these guys are done. He's done. What was that? Man, that dude got lucky to get in there because he had them set up. He had 2 on 2 or 3 on 1, 3 on 2 in the inside on that. If he just would have got that cross in, man, they were done. He was smoked. So, you know, I'm complaining that Andrew is not having the greatest time. But I haven't had Sam Andrew the whole entire preseason. So he didn't get to, and it does. The amount of times you play, like when you do your setup, your training, you train every tactic a little bit. And as you saw when we were going over them, if you were here the other day, if you go back to yesterday's thing, the last 3 matches, or the last 3 preseason games, I used the other tactics to see how they would do. And although my tactic that I have right here, the 4-1-2-3 that I'm using, and my Sutton tactic, we've used it the entire rest of the preseason, and it's the only one that we have as the main featured practice during training. But yes, nice. That was beautiful. We are up 2-0. 11 shots, 4 on target, a 143 XG, 7 corners to 2, 7 fouls to 5, 1 yellow card. We've completed 81% of our passes and have had the ball 58% of the time. That's nice stats. But that's the kind of stats when you're playing this game. I'm sitting here doing it again. When you play this game and you don't score and you have this match like this, that's when you get that FMing. Yeah, we'll tell them that, baby. Let's do this. Keep it going, baby. Look, every single one of them are green, except for the players that ain't been playing. Where did he go? I'll have to look when he comes out. Now, see, I could take him out. I'm gonna try to let him go to. They made all their changes. I'm going to try to let him go to the 60-minute mark. And there'll be times where I'll sit there and I'll be so into watching the game that I'll look up and it'll be like, no substitutions made. It's the 85th minute going. What the hell did I do? I've done that so many times. Because you go through stages on this, like there'll be times. Oh, that was so close. There'll be times where I will, because I want to see my team in action, I will actually watch a game on the other one. I haven't done it yet because I'm trying to get up towards the Vanarama League, you know, the north-south, and then I might start watching a little bit. But I've got a crew of strikers that are just firing it up. Between the two of them, in 20 league matches, we have 38 goals. And I would have had more than that, but my Langfield, I should look at his injury. Langfield got hurt for the last 3 minutes. He's missed the last 3 matches. And he still has 19 goals. And my other guy, I can't remember his name now. But you see, there's when you see a player, the different, like if I looked at Bernie Hewitt's speed and the guy that he was chasing that ball with, Chiefs would probably be at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 points higher. And that's and honestly, and people will do it. They complain about it all the time. I see it on Reddit all the time, and they get on my nerves about it. There are only a few of the actual attributes that are important in this game. You know, stamina and natural fitness and your pace is probably the most important one. If you get a team of 20 pace players, every player is 20 pace, there ain't nobody beating you. I don't care what level you're at. If I went out and got every 20 pace player I could find that I could put on my team and go into the FA Cup with that team with 20 pace for all of them, I'm making it to the semis or at least the Sweet 16, because I don't care how good a team you are. It makes, it's just the way it is. But here's the thing, and this is my philosophy on it. I don't care if pace is the most important thing, and I don't care if there's 40 abilities and only one of them matters. I don't care, because it doesn't. To me, it's the players are made up by their. Oh my goodness! Look out! Here goes Bernie to Hewitt. Hey, stop that, baby! Oh, and he did too. Whoa. That was nice bit of goaltending or goalkeeping there, boy. Because I thought for sure that was a goal. I'm thinking, damn, it's 1-on-1, and he got him, but no, he didn't get him. But if you had like I've said before, and if you go to my YouTube channel, which is linked on my main Twitch page, you will see like my whole Madden stuff that I had on there, and I have to figure out how to get these downloaded and uploaded to YouTube. I just connected my YouTube this morning. I thought it was done years ago, but it's not. But I want to I played Madden for years, and attributes in Madden are worthless because the game is so screwed up. It doesn't matter if you have, there's might be different ones, but a player like Kylian Mbappe is going to have a set of numbers. I don't care if they work the way they're supposed to. I don't care if they do what they say they do. His abilities are what make him a player. They differentiate him from Lamine Yamal or from Ronaldo or from Messi. And he's going to have skills and different skill sets and different things that are going to make it so that he is different than everybody else. If you had everybody, if everybody was the same player, what's the freaking point? And and to me, someone that complains about that and has a problem with that has a very limited imagination, and they should just give up playing video games, because it's the way it is. You're not going to get a complete representation of a real player on this game. But I can get some abilities on Kylian Mbappe or Antonio Silva or guys like that they're all going to be who they are, and they're going to be different based on their abilities. And if you don't get that, what's the point in playing the game? And if you let that keep you from having fun playing the game, like I said, you have a lack of not necessarily lack of intelligence, but you have a very big lack. Oh, beautifully done. No, he tried to chip it and he almost did too. I'd have cried. I would have cried. And yes, you will see shots that are taken from the midway and made in this game, just like you will in real life. And here's the thing about it. We talked about where you've seen sometimes you go on to Zealand's page and watch the memes. You will see where a goalkeeper will go to throw the ball out to a player in that position right there, and he'll go backwards into the net. They didn't make that up. Okay, they didn't sit there and go, well, what kind of a messed up way can we make this goalkeeper throw that ball in there? Oh my goodness gracious, look who it is. Chib Chilaka got another goal, baby. That was beautifully played. This team is going to be fun to watch this team all year. Look, and see, honestly, I don't really need to take anybody else. I want to take out Mr. Wells, because I have not subbed him out yet this year. We're gonna bring in, I can't say his name, Dan Okojihi. And you know what? Shazad had a great game the first game. Had no shit since. I don't really have anybody to put in for him. So Mr. Tongue is going to get a shot to play striker. and that's the other thing when you only have, like, they've changed the rules of substitutions in higher leagues. It used to be the same rule. You'd have 9 substitutions on the bench and you could make 3. Now you can make, I think, up to 5, but you can only do them, you only make subs in, like, you can't make a sub every 10 minutes for 50 minutes. You have, like, you can only do it in 3 windows. So if you have an injury sub in the beginning and then you have another one where you make 1, you can't make, you make 1 in the first half and 1 at the other window. You can make those other ones, but after you do that, if you only use like 3 subs, you're not getting your other 2. Oh, here we go again. Oh, look at this, my boy. Oh, he's so close. I thought he had it. I thought he was going to score on his debut. I see how if I'd have waited half a second longer, Gerd would have come out. My boy snuck around. Did you see him run around those 2 fools? He ran around those 2 fools trying to get into their head. That was funny. That was funny. They're sitting there going, we didn't know what's going on. The dude runs around behind him and almost got the header. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. This is the type of games I like to do because, yes, I have, like, you see me, I've not done a shout this time. There's no need to. We got a 3-0 lead. We're 61 minutes in. We've given up 2 shots. That's it. We've had the ball most of the game. We're playing it unbelievably well. So I don't need to do a shout because if I do, it'll screw something up. Because that's how shouts work in this game. I will. Here's the thing: we didn't get 25 this year because they're changing to the Unity window or Unity engine, and they were planning on a whole new interface, a whole new way of looking at the game. It wasn't going to be the same, and they were having. I personally believe that the amount of changes they were trying to make at one time just didn't allow. They weren't able to keep up with the things that they needed to make the game work. Like they said, they didn't want to put out a product that, they probably could have put out a product. Ah, damn it, there he goes. Elliot Conlon. Boo! That's it, boo, hiss, boo. We're playing at their home. But I'm glad they didn't put one out, but there's some nice things that they're planning on adding, which is going to be women's football. You're going to be able. Oh, he just didn't get down fast enough. That sucks, man. But it's going to be kind of cool because they're going to allow you to do, like, you'll be able to use, and they're always making fun about, when you go into the game and you're playing in the women's league, you're going to be looking for 18 or 16-year-old female wonder kids. And if you're talking to if I'm doing that on my stream and somebody takes that out of context and goes and puts that as a clip that I'm looking for 16-year-old Brazilian women who are this, that, and the other, it's not going to necessarily look right. And it's funny as hell because that's what you're going to do because that's what you do now. And saying you're looking for a 16-year-old male player that's a wonder kid in Brazil doesn't necessarily sound right. But you know what it's about because it's the game. And, I don't ever refer to their age. I just say I'm looking for a wonder kid. And if they happen to be 16, they happen to be 16. If they're 20. But it's going to allow you to do the same things that you do now with the youth to go. And I'm kind of doing a journeyman stage where I start with a team and then I'm going to take them as far as I can and see where I'm at then. But unless I get a new computer by that time, they're changing it to the Unity system, and Maximum is made in the Unity system, and I can't use it because I don't have DirectX. and I can go out and get it, but I don't want to do. I have it on my one computer, but it's too slow to run it. And I actually figured out, like when I started it, I loaded it on this my game computer I'm playing on now, and it worked, but it didn't, like on my OBS computer, it wouldn't even like go past the beginning where it comes in and starts it. I downloaded it, but when you start the game up, it goes through and loads different things, and it wouldn't load any of them. At least now I know what the issue is on this computer. Man, this is starting to get a little worrisome because we're only up 3-1, and y'all keep playing around. Now I'm going to use a shout. I'm going to demand more. Yeah, packing that box, boy. Good is good on the keeping people from getting their crosses and stuff in. So we're doing good on that. He just gave up a goal he shouldn't have give up. I mean it was a no, I can't say that. It was not a tough goal to play because he just dove. He didn't get down at the right place, and it was right beside him. And it wasn't a burner. It didn't come in at 5 million mile an hour. He just reacted late. See there, my arm's starting to hurt, and I'm not even using that arm that much this time. But yeah, so you know, I just I don't know. I know people. I will stay in 24 until I'm done. So I don't know what's going to happen when I get to the end of this because right now we're in the first month. I've been at it for not very long, maybe 3 hours or 4 hours in game. Now it's probably been longer than that because I did 6 hours so far or 7 hours, almost 8 hours of stream time streaming this game. So, you know, it will be what it'll be. So we got 12 years to go. Once we get so far along, it'll be shorter of these because these games do take a little bit of time. This is my second game today. And wow, hell of an attempt. This is my second game of the day, I believe. Yeah, we won and now we're playing this one. So the second game of the day, and we've been on for 2 hours, and it's just basically what we've been doing is just playing the game. So, you know, playing games does take a lot of time because these are not, it doesn't take 90 minutes, but it does take probably 25. I will look at how long it takes for the next one because I want to learn. But, you know, and it adds to it, so you take the length out. The nice thing about it when you do these YouTube videos where you're doing the Youth to Gold or you're doing a rebuild or you're doing this, that, and the other, you can record, stop recording, do what you got to do, record. Stop what you're doing, stop, record, do what you got to do, record. And I know for a fact that, yeah, baby, there you go. Chib has scored every game so far. Third game, he's got at least a goal in every game. He is on fire. He is going to be one of those guys that I was almost like, no, but it's okay. We're at 4-1. And what's he do? Chib just snuck it in, passing with a nice header to the ground. That was beautiful. But yeah, so once we get to the end of this journey, because right now my object is to take these guys and get them to the Premier League and win the Premier League and try to win all the trophies. I want to win the Carabao Cup. I want to win the FA Cup. I want to win the Europa Conference League, the Europa League, and the Champions League. That's like, okay, so there's the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa League, Europa, and that's it. There's like 6 or 7 trophies that I want to win with this team. Then we'll consider, some of them can be won at the same time. Be great to have a quad in your camp when you win the Premier League and prove that your team is that awesome, and you win the Carabao and the Champions League and the FA Cup all in the same time. You kill 4 birds, 1 stone. And it's one of those things where then, like I said, this is a journeyman save is basically where you start out with nothing. You started, and you instead of like I chose this team to be my starting team because I wanted to start on the team. I didn't want to go through and do the because when you start with no coaching badges, and I started with the lowest one, or in a Sunday league player, you can get hired into these low level teams like this, but it can like you can when you're setting the league up, you can set up so many different things. Like you can tell it, yes, we got a 4-1 win and we're starting to stretch it out. That was beautiful, nicely done. Who got our player of the match? Chickalaka. He's the man. Come here, Mouse. Get your butt back up here. So that was a great game. That was a great game all the way around. We did what we had to do. We got the win. We had 2 sevens, 3 sevens, a 7.3, a 7.5, a 7.3, a 7.2, a 9.5. Holy crap. 1 goal, 2 assists. Chilaka had 2 goals and an assist. Abora Puka had an assist, and Peter Wynn had a goal. That is a good game right there, my friends. That was beautiful. And like, everybody on the team except for Luke Sherry, and he just stayed normal. He's like, okay, whatever. But that makes a difference in a lot of stuff because like in the lower leagues, if you're struggling to win, and you will have times where and one of the reasons why I like to have more than one practiced tactic is because in the middle, all right, we're supposed to finish second in this league. Right now, we're finishing right where we're supposed to. Our Church Reserve is supposed to finish first. We're supposed to finish second. Okay, no problem. But that's not where we're going to finish because we're not staying in this league. I'm going to win this league. I'm going to beat them down. Oh, man, he got hurt. He bruised his hand. He's on that 1-2 days. Won't make a difference. Tung made his debut. Go ahead, Tung man. Classy Chilaka. Stellar for Sutton Select. Of course he was. Okay, so there's another thing you can do. Whenever you get a report like this, you'll see this over here. It'll say praise that player. You can come in here and praise their performance. I always do the top one unless it's something else other than the normal thing, and they usually go with that. One of the funniest things is when you do that and they've scored their first international goal and they're like, you're crazy, and you're like, what? Okay. Now, see that graph in the middle there? Compared to the rest of the league, he is a beast. The darkness, I believe the light yellow in the middle is what normal position of that play in this league, and he's the outside. The only thing that he is not really great at is the shots on target. Oh my, that's just too bad. Oh, I'm so sad. Who cares? Shots on target. I mean, at this level, you'll be lucky if you get a shot on target. So now we got Polesworth North Warwick. So we don't play them in the first through October 21st. We do not play Owl Church. We play Warwick. We play Somers. We play Wolfunians, Old Wolfunians. I play them all the time. Other leagues, when I've been lower than that, I'll use them as a friendly challenger that I'll play a lot. And they're not a bad team. The data hub. Okay, so this is something I never use, but people do. The data hub is a very good thing. It will go in here and it will show you your for like the general performance of the team is right here. This is team attacking, where that like the middle is the white is the middle is the league. This is us. Same with this, the general performance. This will show your team defending. We could be better. That's part of our problem. And then like you can look at the reports of the players, and this is where they'll come in here and do this, and that's a good thing. It'll show you all this stuff, and it's a great place for information. There is a lot of, there is so much information here. I'm looking at the overall, and there's more stuff on there that would take me hours just to read all through this and go, wow. Okay, what do I learn? And then this is the basic analysis. You're not even looking at like the hard analysis. And then you come over here and you got the team performance. There's nothing to show there yet. Okay. You got the average report. This is the only one that we've been using. I'm not sure what that 86 is. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess that's the frequency of what we're using it. And then there's started 13 and clear cut chances. We've created 7 plus 7 clear cut chances, which is a great thing. This one we got nothing. Actually, in this one we've got 1. I don't know why. I haven't used it, but this tells you all the different stuff about this. And then you can come down here and you get these, and these can help you out a lot with like if you need to figure out why you're not scoring enough or why you're not playing good defense. You can come in here, and this one will show you high non-penalty expected goals, high quality created from open play, and like all these guys are in here they're not on our team. But there's Lewis Burnett. He's in the red right there. I'm not sure what those mean because I really don't use this, but you can find out all kind of information. And like for the goalkeepers, okay, this is leaky defense, fewer saves, and he's all in this over here. Okay, he's up here with this. He's not good. He's not good. That's what that's telling you because he's in the red. He's not good. I don't know if he's up here somewhere in this mark, and you've got these guys that are all over the place, and this shows you the leaky defense, and we have fewer saves. You could click on these guys, and it'll maybe tell you something else. But when you have your own players in there, you can find that out. And then, like, you come over here to forwards, and you're gonna have like all of ours are in good spot except for whatever this is, and I'm not sure it is. But a lot of people will use this to determine, especially when you get playing later on, when in the middle of December and your team is falling apart, even though you've not changed anything and nobody's hurt, and you're using the same tactic and all that, and they're making you look like a funny man because your team just gets into a slump. And the biggest problem with this game is when you get into a slump in this game, your morale starts to fall, your locker room starts to fall, their confidence in themselves starts to fall, and if you don't nip it in the bud, of course, Barney Fife's favorite word is nip it in the bud. If you don't nip it in the bud quick, figure it out, you will go on a slide, and once you start that slide, you can go pew and never come back. But that's one of the reasons why I use the 3. People will say, I'll see people that will use 2, they only have 2. I like 3 because it gives you a chance to throw in a third one that they may not be expecting you to use, and it can make a big difference. It will give you the opportunity to grab something. Hey, Magic Tay, what's going on? How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Hope your stream was good. Man, I almost jumped in your stream. I was sitting at the table waiting for we went to a little place in Massillon called atop the viaduct. It's on this. It's a decent little restaurant. It's kind of good food. Their fish is really good. I should have got the fish, but I thought, you know what? I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak sandwich in forever. It came out on this. It just wasn't big. I'm still hungry, and it was like $15. I'm like, this is crazy. But I saw your tag come up, and I was like, man, I want to go in there, but I can't because if I do, then my mom and dad are gonna be like, what is that noise coming from your thing? Because we were doing our thing from my mom for Mother's Day, and she don't get out of the nursing home very often. So I was like, man, I'll catch them next time. I am doing good. We're on a 2-game winning streak. We're starting to win. We're starting to play. I got to figure out you know what? I'm going to do that this time. I can't keep, I got to give one of my other goalkeepers a chance and see if it makes a difference, or if it's really him, or if it's the defense, or, because see, they're not, I mean, I got a couple guys here that ain't bad. Whoa. Wait a minute. What is Peter Wynn doing? He's played goalkeeper. ah, I'm choking myself up. Only in the lower leagues of England where you see a player that has played every position on the field. He's played the left side. He's played goalkeeper, left back, left wing back, left midfielder, left attacking midfielder, and striker, plus right attacking midfielder. So he's played every position. And he's 34 years old. And his natural fitness is 10, so, and he's going up in almost everything too, except for his acceleration, which is at 10, and his paces, which is gone down to 8. Now, one of the things about all these numbers and these things are going up and down, you won't see very often. It may be up like that, but that number might not have changed, because those numbers will fluctuate every time, every week of the season, because they'll get tired, they'll have a good practice, they'll have a good number, or they'll have a problem that'll be on their they'll not want to do that, and it might cost you some points. Normally it's like the end of the year is when it's the big one. So they want McCormick to be the number one guy in this match. So we're gonna put him in there. We're gonna make sure he's in the spot he wants to be in. See, he could. I don't use it, so we're gonna keep him there. Let's see what he looks like. I got him on the team, and I don't even know. Now see, this is kind of crazy, because you see him, and he's a half star. He is a 1.5 star goalkeeper with 1.5 potential. And you look at his abilities, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see six blue or better, blue or yellow things. He has his jumping is a 12, not great. He's got a 12 for natural fitness. He's got an 11 for bravery. He's got an 11 for decision, 17 for determination. His handling is an 11, so he's a little bit above average handling, and his agility is a 10. So he is going to play better than his 1.5 star rating. I might have found my goalkeeper. I'm gonna give him a chance to see what he does. Then again, he might fall all over himself, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, what did you do, man? What happened to you?" I will make sure to thank you for the check-in with the LSW in the house. Yeah, I was. So he's gonna get the next start. We're gonna give our boy a day off and see what happens. We have 5 days until the next match. Man City's got after 4 matches, they got a 2-point lead in the Premier League. Man City. So, what would you do if you were a member, if you were on the board of the English Football Association? What would you do to punish Manchester City? Because if you don't know what's going on, I don't know all the details, but Manchester City is not been keeping within the rules. They've won a lot of Premier Leagues. They've overspent. They've lied, cheat, and steal around things to where they are probably one of the most spending teams in the FA, in the English Football Association, and they've committed some heinous crimes. And honestly, the stuff that's been going on with those guys, and Kamoy Shepherd, how are you there, Mr. Kamoy? And you know what? There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Look, he's got some decent numbers. Nah, he's not that good. He's a half star, so he can go. Bye. See ya. I wouldn't want to be ya. But if it was me, I would null and void every single one of their contracts, bump them all the way down to the Vanarama South or North or whichever North, and make them start over again, new ownership and everything, because they have done a lot of bad things. And fighting it back, they've been doing a lot of manipulation to try to get the league to there's my buddy, here's my Mr. Gray, to manipulate the league and act as if they didn't do anything. if I didn't know any better, I thought I would think they were Democrats from America. But it's one of those things where, you know, Tom Wood. Hi, Mr. Wood. Nope, I don't want to do that. Not right now. I don't need to add anybody else. I'm kind of happy with my team. I got a huge team, but I would bust them all the way down and make them start over, and the money that they made that was illegally done, they would forfeit to the league. And I don't know. I don't remember everything that was been going on, and it's probably nothing going to happen to him because it's been going on for a while. But I'd like to see him get busted down because they deserve to be. And it's just one of those things where you have that kind of stuff going on in football. Some of the stories that you hear, you there are a lot of like teams that are like, I forget which team it was, but there's a team in Portugal. I think it was Tom FM was talking about he was doing, and he looked into them. He did some investigation, and he wanted to know about the team and the culture and that. And he found out that they were a money laundering scheme for the Italian mafia. It's like, how do you know this stuff? And if you're not from Portugal and you don't live where that's at, you might find out about it if you they got a new hire now. See, and a lot of times in this league, you'll have teams that don't have managers that will get them all through the first season, and you'll be playing with nobody. They won't have a manager. Jennings is Ginkgo, my boy Ginkgo's back. Where is the Giniko? Sorry, Giniko. Where are you, Giniko? Where is my boy Jennings? I know you're on here. I'm not going to look at that like that. I'm going to go right back here. What the hell? He is a striker. That's why I couldn't find him. Oh, yeah. This is going to get interesting. We've been scoring goals without one of my better strikers, I think. And we've been scoring without him. And now he's going to get a chance to play. What in the world are all those people doing there? That makes absolutely no sense. We're not playing a friendly. I don't understand that at all. Nope. I thought he was better than that. Just the name. No, he don't play good at that position. He's not a pressing forward. Or Nope. Nope. He's not a. Yeah, they're all the same position. So he really ain't gonna do me any good, is he? I thought he was better than that. Let's see what his numbers look like. Yeah, he's better than that. Yeah, but see, is he young? Yeah, he's at 25. Good natural fitness, decent agility, pace is 10, acceleration is not good. So he's not as good as I thought he was. I just thought he was better than that. I don't know why. Oh, the one thing I hate about using headphones, now my ears sweating. And I sweat like a crazy person anyway. I don't remember how to do this. That ain't how you do it. I was going to screw that all up. Yeah, I'm glad I got that in there because I can't remember how to do those stupid things. There we go. Little shout out to my friend of Magic there. Here you go. It's been a long time since I've done any of that, so, Yeah. Oh, no, come on, man. 12 days to 2 weeks. I just gave him a shot, and then we got Mr. Blanks gets hurt, too. What's wrong with him? Oh, 4 to 7 weeks with a twisted ankle. Damn it. Fellas. I don't think either one of them remember that. Well, yeah, I can't say that now, can I? First of all, why are so many of you on there in a bad spot? You're not supposed to be there. What the hell was 15 people in there for? That made no sense. And see, this is another thing I can't stand when you do that. Okay, so they put these are supposed to be my best 11, right? Which is fine. And I know I got to change him back. But you don't like. I'm not going into a game where I have three strikers, and I'm not going into a game where I have three strikers and four defenders and only three midfielders really, and have nothing but defenders. I've got three defenders, and you get a defensive midfielder, and no strikers in there. That makes no sense. I hate when it does that. I like to have at least one striker, one midfielder, and two defenders, because honestly, your defenders are the most important ones. And I will go through this, and I will look at this, and I will go, okay, so I want my boy here because he's got the best overall rating in the last, I don't know how many games, but look at the size of this team. I will put him here, and then I will come up here to this, and I will find a player to put in there. And of course, I don't have a good one, so I'm going to put my boy Puku. Why? Oh yeah, that was what it did. Okay, so now I need to get another defender, and I'm gonna go in this list down here a little bit and see if, yes, Mr. Tabit, he's gonna go up there and he will take that spot. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Mr. French, but you're not gonna be there, buddy-o. I would rather have that man there. I don't even remember how that happened because, oh, that's why, because I had to move him around because he was there. He was there, and the other guy was there before he got hurt. So that's the team we're going to play against. Now, these up here they tell you how familiar you are with the tactic you're using, and it also will tell you how much of a risk running that will do to your team. The amount of, what do they call it? Oh, that's the familiarity, and the intensity is the other one. And the red one, it can, like, the lower this goes, the better. But it also can be like a weird way to play, especially if you're used to playing that way. And I try to, and even though I don't always do it that way, I do subconsciously try to get as many of those players to fit what I want to do on those two positions almost every time. And now somehow, I don't understand. I do not understand. Holy crap! So I've got this whole thing. I started to try to do this back in January. We had some. I have fuel oil from my gas, and in the years past, we would I get through Hardicus the help with it because I'm disabled. I don't have the kind of money that I would need to get the fuel oil companies around here to get a fuel oil delivered. You have to get at least half a tank, which is, my tank's a 250 gallon tank, so I have to get 125 gallons of that. And during the wintertime, fuel oil was almost $4 a gallon, so you're looking at $500. I don't know, it was more than that. It was like $4.70. It was almost $5 because I know to get a half a tank of gas delivered to my house was going to cost me, I think I had 127 they gave us this year, which is way lower than what they normally do. We normally get 10 times that, and you get one in November to give you through the winter, and then depending on how cold it is, and I live in Ohio, and it was been cold in Ohio the last couple winters. And then my brother was in January, and he lives in South Carolina, and he works for a company that teaches high level. His job basically is to go around the world and teach high level executives how to do their job better. And when he worked for the other company that he worked before, the one he's at now, he got married. He had a couple of stepdaughters that were older. They were in their mid. They were probably 10 or 11 when they were married. When he got married, and he's had like 5 kids of his own. They got like 7 kids and about 7, 8, about 6 grandchildren. He's way ahead of me. I've got 3 kids and 3 grandchildren. So I got 3 kids and 2 grandchildren. Three, because one is from my daughter's husband's, uh, uh, another one that's older. Anyway, so we had to in January I had to get the rent I paid from my brother because I needed like $500 extra, and I pay $550 a month rent here, which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It could be better, but it is what it is. And so I made a deal with him to pay him back for that money that I had taken out. So I owed him 2 months rent. And I started paying him back a couple hundred every extra. And when you're on a fixed income, anything extra that you have to pay out just destroys you. So I started looking around in January with a little bit extra. I had like about $60 left over after all said and done. And I figured, you know what? I've been trying to get back into this. And I've been trying to, shoot, I forgot to look at him. Oh, go back. So I was looking for a laptop. And you can find some refurbished laptops pretty cheap at like Walmart and that. And I found one. I'm thinking, yeah, this is great. We're good to go. We're going to get this laptop. We're going to get set up. I have a laptop, but something's wrong with it. I don't know what was wrong with it. And I didn't want to try to get it fixed because it's either the where it plugs into or the plug itself. And I don't know which one it is. And I used to build computers, but I don't deal with laptops because they're a pain in the ass. So I thought I'd get a new one. I have everything set up to go. I'm going to get this to go. I'm going to get this all started. We're going to have fun with it. And I was supposed to do this in January. So I saw this computer on Walmart.com. I did not pay close enough attention to it. I bought it. It's $50. It arrived 5 days later. And it's a freaking Chromebook. Useless to me. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And I don't know enough about Linux, and I wasn't going to deal with it. I was just so frustrated. I kept it because it does allow me to do, like, I can run my old laptop was when I would do my PS4. When I'm playing ESO, I would do that, and I'd be in other people's streams on it. Well, I didn't see a whole lot of people that were on tonight, so I didn't do any over there. And I somehow left it on. I'm in somebody's stream, and I have no clue who it is. They are playing, I want to say ESO, but I don't think they are. And it's like over there. I can't see what it is. I cannot tell what they are playing. It looks like they might be playing ESO. I'm just trying to figure out where they are, if they are. Yeah, they're playing ESO. Where the hell are they? They are in... They're in Vocal Guard. Jumping around. I do not know who it is. I do not know why I'm in their stream, because this was doing all these different commercials and stuff, and they were like, it just, this is the weird crap that happens. It just logged into this dude's, it went from showing like you do when you go to your home screen. Like if you click on your phone, or you go to the Twitch on a computer and you don't select something, it'll bring up whoever's active, but they'll be in the background. It won't let you, like, you won't be in their stream. You'll be looking at it. And it was doing that. And it was switched between somebody playing ESO and somebody doing something else. And it was doing these three things. And I look over and it's playing ESO, and I'm sitting there going, what the hell? But, yeah, so, I bought that damn thing, and I'm thinking, I'm going to love this, and I'm going to get going. That didn't work. And I should have sent it back. I thought I was being stubborn and trying to do the Linux way and do it that way, and I'm just like, this is not happening. So it didn't happen. So, and I had no choice but to do that at that time, to borrow that off my brother, because it was in January when we had that serious like cold snap, and I hadn't had fuel oil for about half a month, because in towards the end of December this year, it got kind of cold. And I have 7 cats, and I had a friend who was staying in the room up there, and she's back again because she's in between places, and I let her come here because I don't have no use for it. And she's got two little kittens, so we got all this stuff going on here. We got 9 cats in the house again, but so I ended up. She left, went stay with this dude, and it kind of caught me at a bad time because my oven, I bake pizza. I'm a pizza maker. I love to make pizza. I make a Ohio Valley pizza, and if you've never had Ohio Valley pizza and you don't know what it is, look it up. You look up a place called DiCarlo's, D-I, capital C-A-R-O-L-S, C-A-R-L-O-S, Carlo, DiCarlo's. It's the best pizza you can eat anywhere. I don't care. You can argue with me if you want, but you're going to lose. And if you've ever had it, you will know why I say that. And I make it myself. I've always wanted to have a pizza shop. And what's unfortunate is I'm a poor man on disability, and probably the second oldest pizza shop in town with a sports bar beside it that is also part of it, and a house in a rich part of town, and a little town not too far from here that has a little lot that makes money from advertisements that people put in there. The dude wants to sell all this, and I have no way of getting it. I'm sitting here, but that's what I wanted to do. But I made the pizza and I turned it off, I thought, but I put it on to broil and it stopped working. So I was trying to find a way to replace that, and it wasn't. I was just having all kind of fun. And February went by, I couldn't do anything because I had to pay my brother back. So I had like $250 left over, and it paid for everything I needed for the month, from my cats and the house and everything else. So I ended up not doing that, and I just kept playing this, and I do the other stuff, and I wasn't depressed because I don't care. I don't get depressed about anything. And if you knew my whole story, and if you go and you read my Twitch bio, you see some of the story. It's not all there. I didn't put it all there. If you know me and you've been to my streams before and we talked about my health history and stuff, I have every right in the world that I almost did that too. Wrong. I have every world. I would, if I was to become depressed and that kind of shit, it would be expected. Heart condition, Graves' disease, type 2 diabetic, degenerative disc issues with my neck. I've got a muscle that runs up the side of my neck that is like, it's like I slept on it wrong, and it constantly feels like it's trying to pull from the back of my head, and it's tight, and it feels like it's just, there's all kinds of issues. But I don't care. I wake up every morning and go, I'm lucky to be alive, because the defibrillator that's in my chest is why they put it there. But it's one of those things where I don't have a reason to be depressed, because I have my babies to take care of, and I'm still alive. So I get up and I do my thing. But it was getting frustrating that I couldn't get this computer to work. And I bought I needed a capture card. So I went and got a capture card. And the connection to the caption card had the right one for this computer, for the OBS computer, but it had an HDMI connection for the other computer, and it wasn't what I needed, and I couldn't get it replaced. This was like just now, because my brother and I, with this house we're working on, we've come to agreement that I still owe him like $600 of the $1,100 I owed him. But he said, just pay $60 this month. Don't worry about it. We'll work out this hours when you're working for. I need 40 hours, and I'm paying him off in this house. But things are changing all the time with that, and we're gonna see what happens. But I thought, you know what? I get this other piece. It'll be good. I thought it was an adapter. It wasn't. It was a different capture card. So now I've got 2 capture cards I don't need. One of them I don't need. I'm not sending it back, because I know in my luck something will happen to the one. I got backup. And I went over to this house to clean it out, and I knew that they had computers in the house, and they left a computer and a screen there. And I'm jumping for joy. No keyboard, and they had I have a mouse, my little funky ass, old fashioned wired mouse, and they had a wireless mouse tab in that computer, but no wireless mouse. I got a printer there. Don't need, but I don't have a keyboard. So I have my gaming computer over here, and I don't have a regular setup. I'm sitting at a kitchen table that I got from the neighbor who passed away. His sister's taking everything out, and there was a table sitting there, and I needed a setup. And I thought, ooh, look, table, it will work. So that's what my laptop or my screen that I'm playing the game on is, with the keyboard that's attached to this computer that the OBS is on. I've got it's like, this is a mess, and I'm not showing people what it looks like because it is just a mess. But it works, and I don't care. But I finally got that piece on Thursday and started streaming it. Since then, everything's starting to go the way I want it to. But again, I keep extra stuff just in case. But we are now into our fourth game. We're 2-1-0. So this is our fourth game. We are playing we're playing that team. I'm not pronouncing that name. It's Warrington or whatever it is. But we need to win this match. They're like the same area we are as we got our new goalkeeper in there. And it is, where is it? It is Joe McCormack. I do not believe I've ever had him as a player, or seen him as a player. He looks good in his abilities, and hopefully, even though he's got a lower thing. Listen, this team is just scoring like mad. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll do it after this one. I have to. It's got to be done. I keep forgetting I didn't set up my penalty takers. So they usually they'll give you like 4 that's already done, and then it'll just go with whatever is in the game. And that's how you're going to do it anyway, because I set up 10 penalty takers, the best 10, and they may not all be in the game. Oh, what a try! Off the post, falls to Peter Wynn, and what happens? The Mr. Wynn scores again. Woo-hoo-hoo, that was beautiful! Who took that free kick? Abora, where's his at? Where the hell is he? Abora Puku took the kick, kicked it off the post, came back to Peter Wynn, and he says, "Mine, baby." Hey, guess what? That puts us in third again. Well, that's because there's other teams that are still scoring. We ain't done yet. I can tell you right now, we're in second. 10 points. We're second tied. We're different. Goal difference is the reason we're on second. We need more goals. If my boy plays well enough here, he's my new starter. I won't put the other guy back in because he was struggling. But I was saying that earlier in the other game. You have that issue where the players who started with the team and played those 12 or 13 friendlies will have better ability at the tactics we're using because they were there the whole time. You sign somebody and they only play 6 games, they don't have the technical knowledge to play that the way that. Oh, come on, baby, give me another one. Baby, what are y'all doing to me? You're killing me. I'm gonna cry. That's part of the Graves' disease. There's issues with my eyes that get really, really, really painfully dry, and I don't do the. I have to go see the eye doctor next month. So next month is going to be a weird month for me because my brother's coming in and we'll be over there doing the house. It'll be a couple days, so there'll be a couple days in June that I won't be able to stream until like late. And with as much as we have to do at the house, and I'm going to have to do, I ain't going to feel like streaming because it'll kill me. And that's the problem that I have with my heart is I don't have the ability to do, like I don't recover. Like yesterday, I physically sat here for 4 hours and a half straight. Didn't move out of the chair, didn't get up, didn't walk around, which I'm about to do here in a minute. Anyway, after this match, I'm going to get up, take a walk around, and see what I'm going to do for dinner. And I paid the price because my body is it's done. And when they told me they were putting this in, they told me it was a defibrillator. Didn't tell me it was a defibrillator pacemaker. And I noticed that I started to have a tiny bit more energy. And my heart went from working at like 25% to like almost 50, which sounds great, but like I told my cardiologist, he's a little Indian dude and he's hilarious. I love him. I can tell you right now, I go see my cardiologist in 2 months. I know exactly how the appointment's going to go. I'm going to walk in. The nurse is going to do the EKG. I'm going to walk in and wait in his office. He's going to come in. He's going to shake my hand. He's going to say, "How are you?" I'm going to tell him I'm okay. Anything different? Nope. He's going to look at my chart. He's going to say your EKG is the same. Nothing's changed. He's going to look at my ankles to see if they're swollen. He's going to ask me if I have any swelling. I've said no. He's going to listen to my heart, listen to the back, do the deep breaths, do the normal breaths, and he's going to send me on my way. I will be in his room 10 minutes tops every single time without fail, except for the one time when he asked me about the how I was, if it was making any difference. And I told him, I said, I kind of noticed there was something different. I didn't know it was a defibrillator and a pacemaker. And I said, but the problem is, I said, it's like putting a Porsche engine in a Vega body. I said, I don't care how much more energy you give me, there ain't a damn bit of good it's going to do me because I just don't have it. I can, I try to do exercise. It's so hard to do because my body is in just so much pain all the time. It's just one of those things, and I do what I do, and I push myself and suffer. And what it used to take me 45 minutes to recover takes me 6 days now. We went an hour north to Massillon, where we went to this place to eat. It's an hour up and an hour back, and then you sit there for an hour. So we were gone. We left at like 10:30 in the morning, got back at 3:30. So we were gone for like 5 hours altogether, and my body just hurt so bad from doing it. I wasn't sure I was going to stream today. I almost didn't because I was afraid I was going to have that. Ooh, penalty! Oh, come on, man! He was not offside. Knock on wood, there has not been a penalty for either team that I've played in this game. And Chilaka's got to score again because he scored it in her first 3 games. He's got at least a goal. So yeah, I mean, I forgot to look how long it was going to be. Dang it, I forgot. We've been at this for 3 hours. So, I'm getting back into things. I'm getting things back the way they need to be. I've got this new setup on the thing that I didn't have yesterday. I did have a neat little thing the way we did it, but I want something that, I'm doing Stream Elements, and I'm using one of their free overlays, which is cool. I like it. It looks really good, and it's nice. And Peter Wynn, number 2, his 4th goal of the season. He gets his brace for the day. Can he get a hat trick? I don't know. That was pretty. Ooh, 42 minutes in, and we are up 2-0. It was from a corner. No. Forster put it back into him. That was beautiful. I will do that when I get done. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go find that sound effect. We will have the, I don't know if it does play-by-play all for everything, but it does do some, I'm pretty sure. It'll talk about it. It'll do the goal thing and that kind of stuff. So I've heard it on some of them, but I won't have like the music for the Champions League or the the other things like that some of these people do. It's hilarious. Sit there and they're playing in their first Champions League with the team. Like, when I get this team to that level, if I get that team to that, saying that I'm still around in 12 years, if I'm still 12 years into this save and I've done what I needed to do, and I've got them to that league, I'm not going to sit there and do the whole Champions League and stand up and listen to me. And people do that. And the funny part is, what's the best part about this game is, and I don't do it, but I probably would be in an outfit like this. I'm a jeans and a t-shirt guy. I don't like dressing up. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. Do I need to make any changes to the offense? I do not. Everybody is cruising. There's nobody tired. Let's keep this going, fellas. Get it up, let's go. Hey, what's up, baby girl? There's my mamas. Nope, that's my Lucky. Nope, I don't know who it is. Mama's, which is Lucky, Fluffy, Peaches, and Gray's mama, is completely lightish dark gray with some white around her face. And her youngest, which is Lucky, is the same coloration except she has the peach in her, like, the flank. And if you look at them, they are almost freaking identical. And unless I get like a bright light on them, I can't tell them apart. And of course, I'm wrong on both counts. It's Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray. He's a meanie. He's my little freaky meanie dude. He likes to be loved on, but then as soon as you love on him too much, he gets bitey. There's my Lucky. I see you. Don't be surprised. Oh no, here we go. Scott Thomas scored. I am not happy with that. Oh man, come on, not from a throw in. No, Coleman, you gotta play better defense than that, man. You had him cut off. How did you? Oh, and McCormick. Now see, the difference between Anders and McCormick was McCormick actually followed the damn ball. He just didn't move. He just got the guy got it in a good spot he couldn't get to, but he was actually tracking the ball around, and you saw him move towards the ball. So I can't be upset with him on that because that was good play. They did a good job on that. We are up 2-1 though. Let's go, fellas. We do not need to do this again. We have not scored less than. You realize we have scored less than 4 goals in a match yet? 4-4, 5-4, and then the last match was like, I think we scored less than. Wow, that was far out to be called offsides on. Jeez. I think we've averaging about 4 goals a game. Uh-oh. Y'all screwed that up. Oh, come on, man. That's why dude, what the hell was that? He had an open thing and he just kicks it. He just chips it right to the goalkeeper. I do not understand. But again, just a reminder. Oh, I'm yawning because I am beat. Just a reminder: if you come to this chair, if you come in here, and see, did it do it over here? It did not do it over here. I saw it because I'm on here. If you spend channel points, and it's for anything other than like the shout out or the like LSW thing, and the Goat Gang, which is in there. I don't know if I'm still even in that membership in that group, but. If you see those, if you do like the stretch or the posture check or the hydrate or the other things that I've added in there, you have to tell me what you did, because if I'm not on my phone or looking at this, I will not see it, because it doesn't come up as it's not registering. It doesn't register in your overlays. And I haven't found one that allows you to do that. So, if you spend channel points, please tell me what they are. I will find it, and I will honor any of them that are in there, but you have to tell me they're there. I can't see it unless I have my phone open. And honestly, I've got one phone over here watching the main game on Lance and on. Oh, Tyrone Heath got a yellow card on Landscape. I've got the other one over here with the open chat, so I can see that kind of stuff if I get a chance. But you know, Magic came in, and I don't know how long you were here, Magic, before I said anything, but I apologize if it was a while because I don't see it. It's hard to keep up on this stuff, but I'm not. Yeah, there you go. Ben Forrest got his first goal. That might. That was nice. Go ahead, Forrest, baby. What you doing, man? Oh wait, we gotta look at that. Do I have anybody to put in? Oh yes, I do. Hold on, hold that. See, that's what I did. I got into the game, but it's not bad because it's right at the 60 mark anyway. So I was getting ready. This is where I would make my changes anyway. So Wynn's got. See. I'm not taking him out. I get 3 other guys to go out. Yeah, I can take out Ryan Schofield. He can go out for. Yeah, we'll put Tominko in there. Let's see. We will take out Gerd. Guard's not really done anything for me. I mean, he's not doing bad. He's a 6'7", which isn't great, but it's not bad. We're going to put in Luke Sherry in for him. And, damn it. He's the only other one that really needs to come out. You know what? I ain't taking him out yet. I want to see if he gets his hat trick. If he gets his hat trick by the 75th minute, I will take him out. Regardless, he's got to either get his hat trick or he's coming out in the 75th minute because he will be dead tired by then. And let's see if he can get it. There he is. He's got the ball. He's coming forward. Peter Wynn. Nope. He's going to get an assist. Oh, no. Get it out to him. There you go. What the hell? Man, there he goes and blows it like that. What the well? What the heck was he thinking? Ah. That was just terrible. Come on, fellas. We got this. We got a 3-1. Or yeah, it's 3-1. 3-1. We need one more goal. Here it is. Off the wall. Dude, you're supposed to go around the wall. Around. This way. That way. Over the top. Not right at him. He is not bending it like Beckham. Yeah, and you know, part of the problem is this is the best FPS I'm going to get with this. It's not going to get a lot better with these systems. These computers are from 2009. And although this one does run, the one I'm running the game on is better than the other one, it's not the greatest. I mean, to me, I have bad eyesight. I had cataracts removed twice when I was a kid. I was born with them, as was my brother. And my 2 sons were born with them. I don't know if any of his kids got them. But, so, you know, it's one of those things where if you see me get real close to read something, that's the only way I can read it. I'm not going to, not read something I need to read. If I look like a goofball, oh well, sue me. If you come into my stream and you hear this crazy old man sitting here yabbering, that's what I do. I don't care. I'm not changing the way I do things for any. What does that say over there? Oh, it's the... wow. See, I'm proving my point. This is why I need help. I'm looking at that, and I swear to God, I thought that said something, and it's the freaking light, the shadow of the light of the light stand. What the hell? Now, see, I will make those changes in the middle of the game because they don't stay in effect after the game's over. Those are game-specific ones. The ones you make before the game, they will stay in the game after the game. They're like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna put him in there. He might not. He might come. Yeah, he'll come out probably. Yep, 73. Nope, he's coming out now. I tried, baby boy, but you just didn't. I should have took Foster out. I should have took Foster out. He's got a yellow card and he's tired. Too late now. 73 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's go, fellas. Come on. Yeah, people are like, why don't you? I've heard people that say, why don't you use shouts? I've heard people say that. What are you doing? What a play by McCormick. He came out there and got that. That's actually, he's having a good game. He got burned on one good play. But other than that, he's doing all right. Oh, come on, fellas. Let's go. You gotta get that 4th goal. We need one more goal. The average is dropping, fellas. Average is dropping. Oh, look out. Yes, it is. Bernie Hewitt. And, oh, what a save. I thought for sure that was going past him. I thought for sure that was going. Man, these guys are killing me, man. You got your one-on-ones, and you're wasting them chances. Fellas, this thing on top of your shoulders, you can actually use that to hit the ball. I don't know if you just are like scared the ball was going to hurt you or something, but that was kind of messed up. You missed a perfectly good header or good cross and you let it go. And we'll get another corner. Here we go with the corners. Corner. We're getting a ton of corners. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize. You don't see the light stand. That's so cool. See, they're going. I don't like them going that deep all the time, but I set that up. That was the one they said they preferred them to do. All right, let's go. Oh, come on, man. You got to get that. You got a 2-on-1 over there. You let that ball go back to him. And if you hear that kind of noise in the background, like someone's picking at the wood, it's probably Lucky because she likes to do that. She uses everything and anything in my house as a scratching post. And you know what? I don't care. Come here, baby. Come here, honey. Come here. Hi, baby. What's up, beautiful? Miss Lucky. She got the name because there were 4 babies in the first litter. And when we found Mama, I moved back from California to a house that I lived in when I first was married. And my dad bought it out from under me because he's an idiot. And I ended up living there for a while. Then I moved out to a farm. Then I moved to a town. Then I moved to a bigger town where my daughter now lives. And I stayed there for 10 years. And then from there I went to California and then ended up back in my hometown. And when we came back here, we ended up moving into the house that I lived in when I first got married. And Mama she wasn't an outdoor cat, but the people who had left her outside, and she hung around the back door. And we got there, and my then girlfriend said, "Okay, I'm allergic to cats," which she wasn't, but they assumed they were. And so we didn't have. We weren't going to keep her in the house, but we brought her in because it was getting towards wintertime, and we realized she was pregnant. And she kept we didn't have a litter box or nothing set up, so when she had to go to the bathroom, she'd go to the door. Oh, he got ahead of him. Go ahead, there it is. This has got to be a goal. Got to be a goal. No, man, what are you doing, dude? You could have shot that anywhere inside the 20-yard box. You could have shot that anywhere. As soon as you cross that main line, you could have took that shot before they got on you, and you didn't. Dude, you got to take that shot, man. That should have been a goal. You don't get that kind of advantage and don't use it. Gosh, dang it, man. 81 minutes. Now, that should have been one, too, but these guys are playing us tough now. But we're still up to 3-1. So we ended up keeping her, and she ended up having 4 babies. And it was Legs and Gray and Peach and Fluffy. And because we weren't planning on keeping the babies, I just named them after. You can't shoot that. Go ahead, shoot it. That's what I thought. He would have been off. Now look at this crap, man. Dude. That's his brace, I believe. That was a very smart play by the guy. Because if he takes that shot, he's offsides. Watch. Yeah, see, he's so far offsides. If he takes that shot, he's offsides. That's why he didn't take the shot. He played that perfect. And he missed the goal. He got the goal, but my boy did try to get to it. That wasn't that bad. Nicely done. 3-2. 8 minutes to go in the match. So we ended up keeping him, and I called legs because he looked like his legs were screwed up when he was born. They didn't look like they worked right. His back legs. They ended up being fine, and he was my best friend. And we moved uptown, and they were good. And we found there was a clatter or clutch or whatever the hell they're called of cats in the neighborhood outside. And I found out when I moved here, which is like a block and a half down the street across town. When we moved here, I found out that the woman who was the biggest whiner about the cats being there was the one that brought the cats there in the first place. And there were 15, 20 cats that were just feral running around. And they live in my basement. Nicely done. Nicely done. There was like the basement, you could get under the door, or you could get in the side, and it was like a dirt basement, except for the one room where all the stuff that needed to be in the basement was in. And so there was one little black cat that was pregnant, and she was the smallest of all the cats, and she was also the spunkiest of all the cats. And she'd take no shit. She was definitely the leader, and there were some bigger cats than her, like twice her size, and she didn't take no shit from them. And we were moving down here. She'd had the babies like a month and a half, almost 2.5 months ago, before we were moving. And they were in the neighbor who was like the one where most of the cats hung out anyway. And she had 6 babies. She had 3 black cats and 3 gray cats. and we already had 3 gray cats. We had Lucky and Mama's and Gray. So that phone's dying. That's not fun. Well, one of my phones is out. So anyway, we ended up when we were walking. I said it's just down the street and up the hill from here. We were walking home one day. Mama cat, which we called her Mama because she was the only one of the feral cats outside that would actually come to you, got hit by a car. We ran across the street all the time, and she got hit by a car and got killed. So we took the 2 black cats that were left because 2 of the babies had died. One of the grays and one of the black cats had died. Don't know why. They just, it happens sometimes. And we moved in here, and they were 2.5, 3 months old. We brought them down. You can tell they were born to a feral mother because they act like feral cats. They will come and sit with me, and every once if you see a little tiny black cat come up here, that if you see her back's got like these 2 white bald spots on her back that she keeps licking clean, that's Shadow. And her, if you've seen Mr. Gray, he's a bigger cat. The black cat is about a half a pound bigger than him, and his name is Midnight. He's of the 2, he's the one that's become the. It's been 5. There'll be 5 years in September. Lucky will turn 8 years old in my Lucky babe will turn 8 years old in August, and the black cats will turn 5. I believe it's 5. Yeah, 6. I've been here. Yeah, about 5 or so. They'll be 5 in like August. I'll have to figure. I know how old they are because my aunt had passed away when they were right as we got them, and I just don't remember when that was. Nice save. Now that's what I'm talking about. That was beautiful. He made that quick dive to the side, push that ball out of bounds. That was beautiful. We are at 90, 89, and there are 6 minutes. That's too much time. We watched this whole game, almost every part of it. There's not 6 minutes worth of added time to this. It should not be 6 minutes of added time. There should have been like 3 minutes of added time. There was nobody was hurt. Hell, he didn't even come off the screen for much of it. But we moved down here. We had 8 cats. We had Mamas and Legs, Gray, Fluffy, Lucky, Shadow, and Midnight. We had 8 cats. And one day I woke up, and Mr. Legs was my best friend. He would sit on the ground in front of me, and if I moved my legs apart and would motion to him, he had this weird, crazy little way of jumping up on my lap. But looked like he was, get down now. Get down. Gray, I'm telling you, you better get down. Don't make me come over there. I'm warning you, get down. Get down. Get down. All right. See, you're going to make me get up, ain't you? You're going to make me get up. I'll be right over here for a second because he's on my computer, and if I don't get him, he's going to knock everything over. Get down. This cat is such a pain. He will never listen. Get down. See, you make me have to get up and yell at you. You move. Why do you do that for? You know better than that. I need to stand up anyway. But, yeah, so he started acting weird, and he started acting like he was losing weight, and he was walking funny, and he wasn't acting normal. So I ended up taking him, and I was waiting on my Social Security to come in. And if you know anything about the U.S. Social Security, and that it's a 2-year process. You apply for it, you get denied. Even though there was no reason for them to deny me because I didn't get disability. I basically got 6 year in early. I got like early retirement. So I was like a month. I knew I was getting it. They just didn't give it to me. Yes, 3-2 win. I'll take that. You are going to drive me nuts. Now listen here, big boy. This is Mr. Pain in the Butt. Mr. Pain in the Butt. Go on. Go do something. You can't be over here. You know better than that. He loves to do everything he's not supposed to. But we ended up taking Legs. And he actually was born with the weird ball on his paws that it just would just disappear. The skin would just be gone. And he would walk around and I'd see little blood spots all over the place. and because we had to have him have surgery, and when we took Legs to the vet, he was not in good shape, and when he took his blood, it was like water. There was hardly any red blood to it, and he was diagnosed with leukemia. And I could have kept him. I could have kept him alive. I could have kept him, but I had seven other cats to worry about. So I had to make that probably the hardest decision you will ever in my life ever had to make, and choosing to put him down because I didn't have well first I didn't have the money to do that where I could keep him alive, and because I would have had to give him shots every month and they would have had to have shots every month because in cats leukemia is actually very contagious. So I couldn't do it, and it hurt. And at the same time, I had a dog that we brought back from California. His name was Zeus, and Zeus had the same problem that I do. He had a thyroid issue, and he was very overweight. And we didn't feed him very much. I mean, we fed him the stuff we were supposed to. We'd take him to the vet, and they'd weigh him, and they'd give us some more stuff to take, and it just wasn't helping. And on like a little over a year after Legs passed, it was October 3rd, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, 2 years. My brain doesn't always remember the stuff I need. There you go. Goalkeeper McCormick makes Sutton Select debut. I will take that. He did good on his thing. Yeah. But when I get food stamps, I don't have a problem talking about anything I get because I'm disabled. I get food stamps, and normally when they come, we'll go down to the gas station and get some. Like they sell they sell subs and stuff, so we'll walk down and get some of them as a thing to that day. And we walked down there, and we came back, and I sat down, and the person who's staying up here was here at the time, and she was here with the babies. And when I came back, he was laying in the dining room where he normally did, right beside the water bowls. And the problem was he didn't move. When we sat down, when we came in the door, he normally would get up and move, and I didn't really pay attention to it because I was getting things done and making sure the cats didn't get out because Mr. Gray likes to try to run away. And he had passed away, and I believe his heart just gave out on him, and that was pretty tough. But yeah, these guys are my babies. They're mine. You know, they're my babies. So we are now into, what are we at here? We are September 24th. We're almost to the beginning of October. How many more games do we have this month? Do you know? Do you know? We have one more match. We play on the 30th. So we're going to get through the Worley Rugby Club, and then we're going to call it a night. 4-1. No, that was the other game. So our biggest attendance was that match when we beat Crown CR 4-5. It was at their home. Or was it? No, it was at our house. We played at our home. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Yeah, so that was our last home game. Now we're going to go to Worley Rugby Club. That's not even it. It's AFC. I cannot read. I'm looking at the place where we're playing. We're playing AFC Summers. We will be going to their place here. So far, our biggest attendance was 45. We have 9, 13, 16 games in 4 matches. So we're averaging 4 matches a game. We are giving up 11. So we're averaging just under 3 a game giving up, which is not great, but it is what it is. You know what the problem is? We're winning. You will go, like, when you want to know how your team is doing and the other stuff, see, it'll show you this. We're right up there, boy. We are in second place. But then you can look at this, and it'll show you down there, but then you look at this, and it'll tell you, like, Jeepers got 5 goals. He did not score in that game, so he broke his. Peter Wynn's got 4. And my 2 guys are the top there. Players of the match. Shilaka's on there, and so is Wynn. And there are, and the cool part about this is like you can, like I said, you can download different, um, you can download different skins that will look different. This happens to be the one that I use on here, which was made by Work the Space, and I, it's one of the better ones. There's all kinds of different things you can look at, and I never really change those because I just don't want to. I'm lazy that way. So, you know, I kind of just do what I'm doing. But the you can get like, there's one I have on the other one that is like this psychedelic colors. It's really cool to look at. It's got some really neat colors to it, but it's not fun to look at because it will drive you nuts after a while. 5 goals for Chilaka. He's got an 8.32 average. Louis Bernie Hewitt has 4 assists. Daniel French has completed 93% of his passes. Player of the match goes to Chib. He's got 2 of them. Most yellow cards, Force has got 2, but we have no red cards. Knock on wood, no red cards, so we're good there. But yeah, you get to see that all the time, and like you can bring up this, and it'll show you. Oh, I've not seen this one. This is a different one. I've never looked at this screen. It's not the same as they all are. Now, like, you will not see all this on all of them, but this is like your experience thing. It'll tell you their development, who's doing great, who's not. You know, it'll tell you who's doing good and merging on this. And as you can see, every one of my players is doing decent. He's at their peak and they're experienced. So these guys are all doing really, really well, and we are right where we want to be. The problem is, Tablet becomes youngest ever select player. They just keep getting younger. I keep bringing them in. They keep getting younger. That's what I wanted to see. Where is this dude at? Oh, where could he be? So, we played Somers, then we played Old Wolveronian. We played Sutton United Reserves, Wake Green, and Village. And our first match against the number 1 team is not until November 12th. And that means that we will play them. Haha, look at that. That's gonna be a punk. So we've only got like I said, there's only we've played 4, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more before we get to the halfway point. And we'll have 7. We've got, so tomorrow, well, we're going to play this game last, but tomorrow we're going to get through. I'm going to try to get through a month at least every time. But then when you have these games like, you know, the November, December, once we get further into the year, there may be more time. And I'm kind of had a long day today, so I'm kind of like not going to be on here for, I mean, I've been 3.5 hours almost already. So, you know, I'm trying to do 4 hours every day. But it don't always work out that way. And that's okay. Because it is what it is. And I'll get what I can when I can. And there is a possibility, I don't know that they will, but a lot of times like these reserve teams and these B teams and these other ones that are on there, like Sutton United Reserves, if this is the Sutton United Reserves from the Sutton United from the championship, the actual league, they could move up because you can't move up to play in a league that is a league above you. If you're like, if they could move up until they run into the team that is their primary club. They can't go above them. They can't play into the league that plays with them. So you can't do that. So that's why a lot of these teams aren't allowed to move up. But you can see where I've had some where, you know, your the object is to try to get out of the league. And this one, you only get 1 spot. You have to win the league to move up. Unless you can't move up, then if you finish second, you move up. And at that rate, you don't get to be champion, but you get promotion. And that kind of sucks because getting them championship trophies, it makes it nice because then they got to give you extra stuff. They got to be nice to you. They got to try to help you get badges. You can sometimes, especially if you're winning a lot, You can like make demands when they want you to sign a new contract and say, "Yeah, I'll sign a new contract, but you're gonna have to do this, or you're gonna have to do that," and that don't always work. That don't always work. Now they want me to loan out Joseph Kembajani, and I will put him on there. I guarantee I will not get one person who will want to have him come play for them. And see, these guys I can move around to the these because they're all playing for the same team. They're all playing for the main team anyway. But all those under 18s next year will go. Even if we stay in this league, I believe we'll get an invitation to the under 18 league. Even if we should not like progress and win the promotion by hook or by crook, if we don't get promotion, then we won't get it. But I'm pretty sure that your under 18s only go 1 year without being in a thing. And you can actually, like, I could go if I really truly wanted to make all the teams matter, which they don't all matter. Damn it. Oh, no. Kimoy left. Bye, Kimoy. Well, that just sucks to be you. Bye. Did he have good numbers at all? I don't think he did. His technicals were, or his mentals were okay, but he only had he had nothing good in the physicals. So not a great loss. One half star, he's out. Just saves me from having to do anything. I don't really need anybody. I mean, I could use a couple players, but I'm not really worried about bringing anybody else in right now because I'm kind of content with the team I have. And I'll say that, and then I'll have half the team get hurt, and I'll have nobody to play, and I'll be going, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?" But yeah, we're gonna play this one more game, and we are going to see how long this game takes to play this time. And you notice how quickly we're going through these days. We're getting through the days off that don't have a lot of stuff to do, rather quickly. This is not like normally it would be slow to move between days, even on days where there's not a whole lot going on. And that's one of the nice things about this, that you're not having that issue because it doesn't do that. Come here, baby mamas. And what do we got here? Oh, the injuries. Just another thing. Don't really need to look at it because I already know. Come here, mamas. Mamas? Hey, come here. What? I don't know. He's somewhere. He's probably in the kitchen, dining room, or in there. I don't know where he went. I'm busy. I'm not keeping track of him. Hi, babies. Come on, mamas. Oh, some mamas. These are old mamas. I think she's 9. Mamas. I'm not sure what her age is because we try to, and they're not like. And the weirdest part is that group of cats that were where the 2 black cats came from is like where I got mamas is like if I walked that direction from here, if I walked straight out my front door and walked in that direction, I would end up in that in a very round, like within 50 feet of that house. It's no longer there. Somebody tore it down and built a little house there, but it needed to go because it was in bad shape. But there's one, like, Fluffy is Fluffy. She's a fluffy cat. She's like, she looks like her sister, but she's fluffy. Got lots of fluffy hair, and she's a very beautiful cat. And one of the stray males that was running around up there was a white. He was completely white, fluffy. It looked just like her, but it looked like she was painted white. And I honestly believe that I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure I saw that cat over in my area when Mama's was over there when we lived in the original place we got her. And I think he's actually the father. If I had the extra money to do it, I would get him tested to see if they're related, because I actually think they're related. I think Mama's is the great aunt of or grandmother of the babies that are my black cats that I got from the other place. So, yeah, I missed a lot of news. I wasn't paying no attention. Actually, the only thing I missed was that Clark got signed, which, okay, good for Ryan. What a heck of a football player for the Steelers back in the day. But yeah, that's the. So it's been interesting. I worked at Legoland, California when I lived in California. It was one of the best jobs I've ever had. It was so much fun. Because my grandson, when I was there, he's graduating the next weekend. 17, he's graduating a little early, but that's just because where he was born in is August. So my youngest is born on the 11th of August, and I think he's the 13th of August. They're one of them's there. The biggest problem I have, my reason that I work for be forgetful, and I am forgetful sometimes because I will, like, if you see me talking about something and I just kind of go like that for no reason, and then or I look like I'm trying to figure out what I was saying. It's because when your heart only puts out a slow percentage of blood, your body will send it to where it's needed to go, and it's not always going to go to your brain, and you might not get as much to the pain in my body is not going to do anything for me. That's one of the reasons why I used to be able to heal really well. I don't heal like that anymore. I literally am sitting here right now with it's not in the like collarbone, but it's underneath that, and that like it's in there, the in between. It is just throbbing right now, and I haven't really used this arm for anything today. It's just been that yesterday I did too much, and it didn't let me sleep last night right. So I'm probably going to go to bed. After I'm done with this, I'm going to. A decent turnout is expected for this match. Good. Be nice to have a good turnout. It won't be at home, but it will be what it is. Oh boy. Woo, baby, I'm telling you that I hate that. It will catch me when I'm not paying attention. It will just attack me when I'm not paying attention. And this is the stuff like this is the only thing that really slows you down. And you don't, and unless your team's like really, really struggling, you don't have to do this. It's not required. But remember, I did this a few times, and a couple of these guys were like giving me extra steps to do. But you kind of noticed that none of them are doing that now because they're all playing well and they're all getting to the point where they're like, "Cool, you said thanks, you praised me, wow." So we're up to 7-11. That's pretty good. Anything above 7 is good. And I don't know what the highest one's been because I've really been paying attention. But 7-11 is a good way to start. It gives you a good number to begin at. It gives you a good number to work from. And it's cool. Yeah, I got to fix my lighting in here because I am very like tan looking. I went to college in the town where Ben Roethlisberger, the Steeler, I had the Steelers jersey on the last couple of days. Ben Roethlisberger jersey. He went to a town. He lived in a town called Findlay, and they had a university. Now it's a university. It was a college back in my day, and I went there for a year. And while there, I was taking it was a freshman class. It was like a philosophy, religion, economics class. And we took a trip to Toronto, Canada, which is, you go to Detroit, cross the bridge, you're in Toronto. We're pretty close. Or you can go through the tunnel, under the tunnel. There's a couple different ways of getting there. And, you back then, it wasn't like it is now. You didn't have to have a passport to get in. You just had to have a birth certificate and a driver's license, which I had both. But my family, the men in my family, I have a cousin that looks so like a Latino coloration of skin, the really, 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 he looks like he's from Pacific Island. He gets really, really, really tan. Just being outside for one day. He doesn't burn. He just looks like he looks like somebody that, did you ever see the Friends episode when Ross did the spray tan and he kept getting it wrong and he was like, one half was like just like crazy color and the other half was normal? That's what my cousin looks like when he normal, and it's just weird. But it's one of the things. Now, this is when I'll do the. This is the only thing in here I will change when I'm doing these. Is I will do the. How many people we got here? Woo! 28 tickets of a possible 800. See, they have more people than we do. We're playing at their place, so they have a bigger crowd, and we only get 28 people. A bumper crowd is expected for this match. How many people showed up? 28. Yay! Ah, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so we're starting this match. I will do it right now. We are at 3:36:30. 3:36:30. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. I wanted to jump ahead. But we're gonna see how long this match actually takes to do. And it's a nice looking field. Loss, win, loss, win. Guess what? They're due for a loss. You know why? Because they're loss, win, loss, win. We are tie, win, win, win. And I think I can make it go a little bit. I could do that, but I'm not gonna. That's too many. We'll go with the enhanced. Because I don't have to see all this like this. It's nice to see the enhanced, but and when I come back by tomorrow, I will have their coloration changed probably too. I doubt very seriously if I'm going to get to be able to get their badge, but I can at least get their correct colors, because I don't think that's their correct colors. I could be wrong. Okay, so, oh no. Actually, those are pretty badass kids. That's the wrong one, though. See, I hate when I do that. I was there for a minute. Didn't think, I guess there was, nothing's happened. I'm sitting here like, why am I not hearing any noise? Okay. There's Sutton Common Rovers. Sutton United. That's not what I asked you for, is it? No. Sutton Rangers. Oh, I like their colors. They're like an orange with the. They're like orange with a white symbol. It says P3 and then like some. That's pretty badass. Could not see wearing that. Now you got to be kidding me. All right, you're gonna make me do this the hard way, huh? Oh, you pain in the ass. I don't like doing this. I hate doing this, but I'm going to have to do it because it won't do it the other way. Google is useless. Now see, there's the difference between running it at like comprehensive, which gives you like all the time, and then you get when you drop it down, I keep getting distracted. I don't know why that's doing that. What is wrong with you people? I'm asking you for a specific team. This is ridiculous. I don't remember what league we're in. That is crazy. That is nut. I cannot find anything on them. The best I can do is go in there and do like I've been doing. I mean, I can't even like. I can't even get like I'm looking at their league club, the FA league webpage for this league. I can't look at anything on there. They won't let me look at their team. Uh, it won't let me look at anything. I'm looking at the players and they got the players' names, but you can't click on any of them to look at anything. I cannot find it anywhere. But that is terrible. I will find it. I will find it before the day's over, and I will figure it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Sangalo and some of these other sites. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the first time we've been down. Now, I didn't turn the volume down. I didn't put the thing on it. I've heard the whistle blow. There's supposed to be 28 people here, and they ain't making no noise, and they got the lead. This is not good. This is not good, fellas. What are we doing? Ah, dang it. Did it to me again. I keep dropping this mouse. I definitely need a desk too, but the desk can wait. What did I do? That was weird. Oh, because the mouse fell. There we go. What in the... Oh, see, that is not cool. Yo! What the fudge? Oh, just get over there where you belong. That's what I get. I'm playing around. Alright, boys. Now you're going to make me mad. You better not lose this match. I have not played all these games for us to lose our fifth match for no dang reason. Halftime. Now, why am I? Hello? Yeah, I'm there. It's just not doing the noise. Well, we're down 1-0. This is not good. Start playing like the favorites we're supposed to be. God dang it. What's wrong with you boys? What are you doing to me? And I ain't got to take nobody out yet, so we're going to get to go. Hey, there's that whistle again. Just nobody making any noise. Yeah, I will find this before the day's over. That's when I'm going to search, however. I'll go to Bing search. I'll go somewhere. I'll find it. I will go to... I will look them up in... I will go to... I will go somewhere. I usually like I will sometimes pick a club based on their like the reason I'm Bishop Thorne. Yeah, because the reason I'm that team on there is they wear purple kits. They have purple. Everything's purple. I love the color purple. But 99.999% of the time when I pick a team, I'm picking a Sutton team. I've been the other Sutton United. I've been Sutton United. I just there's some of these teams they can be very persnickety with how you get to be the oh, we're just cruising now, aren't we? All right, Forster. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. French is gonna get a shot here. Maybe we guys can get us a goal. We need at least one. Now he's offsides. As soon as he took it, he's gonna be offsides. Oh, you fucking little ball. Mr. Gord, you're coming out again because your bonehead got a damn yellow card. Rosario Fernandez. I don't think I've ever used him that I know of. It might be his debut. Oh, we got a shout now. We're going to yell y'all down. Now, see, you do it this way, it does go a little faster because you're not spending as much time on this screen watching the highlights. So, we're going to go down 2-0. There's not a soul here. I thought I was losing my mind. There's not a soul in the stadium. There's supposed to be... Yeah, I mean, we have absolutely no cheering at all. Wow. They've been put on silent mode. Come on, fellas. One goal. You had one job. You had one stinking job. Is not to get beat. I would take a tie. And what happens as soon as I hit that? Now, this is going to suck because Peter Wing got the goal. This is one of those situations where he gets the goal. I did a shout. And I shouldn't have did that. And I said to do the shout, and they're going to be mad because I did that. I've seen that happen too, and I've seen people who have done that. They've sent in clips, and here we go. Francis Garner. Oh, good God Almighty, that dude is slow. Look how slow he's running. I can outrun him, and I'm fucking handicapped. Oh boy, that was not good. That was a terrible pass. Nice play out of the defense from that dude. He played that pretty well. Not happy, but that was a good pass. Oh, nice steal. I don't know who got it, but there you go. How did you miss that? I'm confused. We got 12 minutes. Let's go. I am totally confused. There you go. Fire up. What the hell? I hate when they do that, especially when you're tied. You're trying to get a win here. And he kicks it right to that dude. I don't understand. I do understand. Yeah, it's bound to happen. I just hope in the next 10 minutes we can get a goal. Standing in the middle of the field. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, look at it. That was beautiful. And they missed it. They set that up perfect. It was a beautiful play in. He had him set up in the middle all by his lonesome. And instead of taking a damn shot, he passed it twice more. What in the hell are you doing? All right, I'm going to do one. I can't do another one. They won't let me do another shout. I would be fuming on the sideline with that crap. Dude! Bernie, come on, man. Hewitt, what are you doing, Bernie Hewitt? What are you doing? That was terrible. Bring it down. Down. You shot that like you was trying to take down a jumbo jet. He thought he saw the Concorde. That no longer works. That's terrible. Oh, yeah. So, So we're 21 minutes in. So we played 86. We'll play about 25 minutes almost. 24, 23. That's not bad. I mean, if we played 4 games tomorrow, if that's the next 4 games, that's 20 minutes a game. You're looking at 80 minutes, which is well under what I normally do. So, it's one of those things where it's just going to depend. And probably what will happen is once we get through October, into November and December and January when we have no matches, we'll probably end up doing 2 months at a time because there's only going to be 4 matches. Like I said, you'll do as we go further into the leagues and we move up the ladder. There will be more opportunities and a lot more games, so it'll slow down even more than what this is right now. Come on, fellas. You're in the 96. Of course. But we'll take that tie. We are undefeated. We have not lost. I am very unhappy that we did not win. How badly did we outplay them? 16 shots to 5. 5 shots on to 3. A 170 XG. 7 on to off target. 1 clear-cut chance to none. 62%. We had 9 corners, 22 fouls. That's a problem. We completed 80% of our passes. Tackled 80% of them. We won. Headers won were 46%. That's not good. We each had 4 yellow cards, and high intensity sprints. We had 113, and we had a average rating of a 675. We should have won that match. You boneheads, man, that was just terrible. I hate losing games like that. It so sucks when you lose a game like that. Well, Magic, appreciate you coming in and stopping by and saying hi. Yeah, so we're done for the day. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit, and I'm starving. Seriously, had a few fries. There weren't even that many fries there. They were good fries. I mean, their fries aren't bad. So tomorrow, we're going to get through. It's going to be earlier in the day. It's probably going to be as early in the morning as I can get up. We will play Old Wolfer Run-Ins, Sutton United Reserves, Wake Green AFC Reserves, and Village tomorrow. That's the objective. That's going to be the game plan. And we will see how that goes. And maybe we'll do more than that. Let's check our news right here. Five unbeaten. But does it do us any good? No, it drops us to 3rd. And we're still only 1 point behind. That's what sucks about this. And then shoot, when you have a game where a team where you're playing, I'm still in 3 cup competitions with Bishop Thorpe, and I have 3 games in hand, and I'm 3 points ahead going into. I'm sitting there going, yeah. I'll have to do is win. If I stay that way to the end, I only have to have 1 point from each game to be able to keep from losing. So we have 6 days, then we have 7 to 8 days, then we have 6, then we have 6. And then we'll be into November. So that is what we're going to do for the night. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I want to look and see how long we've been playing this. $10 hours. We've put in 10 hours and 56 minutes of quality FMing. So that will do it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I will be back in the morning sometime before noon, and we will see what the day brings. You have a great rest of your night, and I will see you soon. Peace.